Hello everyone, welcome back to Premier League Dad. My name is Key. We are live for Sporting Lisbon against Arsenal. Big game in the Champions League, this one. Very bad. Listen, it's a big night in the Champions League. Massive night in the Champions League. We're not just going to be focusing on Sporting Arsenal. Obviously, there's other games going on. Real Madrid against Bayern Munich is also absolutely massive. And it could have been, listen, it was a flip of a coin tonight, which one to go for. I think the reason that this one is maybe the one I would focus on is because I think this one might get settled in the first leg. I don't think the Real Madrid-Bayern one will. I think the Real Madrid-Bayern one, I've got eyes on next, on the second leg. I think next week's second leg, I might just be able to get away with that one then. Unless it's not on the same night as Liverpool, is it? I don't think it is. Hopefully it's not. Anyway, either way, I think that next one, the second leg, will be better of Real Madrid and Bayern. Because I still think it'll be delicately poised, whether it's 2-2 tonight, 1-1, maybe 2-1 either side, I don't know. This one, I still genuinely believe that Arsenal might put these to the sword tonight, 3 or 4-0. Genuinely. I hope that's wrong. I hope I am wrong. Well, actually, I don't really hope I'm wrong, but I don't care. But I don't think it'll be that entertaining in the second leg, this one. I think it, unless Sporting shock everyone. If Sporting shock everyone and get a result tonight, then maybe the second leg becomes watchable. But as it stands, I still think Arsenal get a result here. I think Arsenal win tonight, and I think they put the second leg beyond doubt. I think they've had a couple of really bad results in the last few days, well, the last couple of weeks, whatever it is. It's not been a great time for Arsenal. They've exited 2 competitions. I think they get it back on track tonight. In spite of the bizarre training methods which we've seen this week. I don't know if you've seen them, if you've caught up with them. There's some mad training sessions that they've got at Arsenal where they've got a ball balanced between 4 of them and, you know, they're walking, holding hands and all sorts. It's all a bit mad. And they're holding pens together and clicking pens while it's just all a bit weird. But hey, listen, Mikel Arteta, good luck. See, we'll have to wait and see if that pays dividends tonight. But yeah, listen, that's for tonight. For next week, we'll have to wait and see if I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think next week this game might be dead and buried, and we'll be focusing on Bayern, Real Madrid, Liverpool, PSG, which I still think that one second leg will be still very much open. But anyway, let's see. Thank you, Finners Matty, for joining the Premier League Dad Members Club. Really appreciate you, mate, again. Lucas, how's it going? Savage you. Jake, how's it going? Good to see you, man. Sarah, lovely to see you as always. Isaac has travelled. He has, yeah. Isaac is going to be in the squad, apparently, tomorrow. Tight on the top, he says Mbappe, Vinny, Valverde and Gula versus Diaz, Kane, Elise and Gnabry. Should be a great game. Listen, I'm sure it will be. The other game will be a fantastic one. This will be a fantastic one. I just fancy Arsenal tonight. I think we're all hoping for a Sporting one just to kind of kill off the final hopes of a double. But I've said all season, haven't I? I think that Arsenal they've got the Indian sign in the Champions League. I think they're going to win it this year. Could be wrong, but we'll see. Key, you're going to get loads of hate, though. That's never bothered me before. So what? Who's bothered? Sporting are unreal at home, though, so it could be a tricky game for Arsenal. Sporting don't lose much at home in the Champions League. That's very true. Sam, hi, Key. Hope you're okay. I'm very good, mate. Very good. Hopefully you are too. Ahmed, I enjoyed Chelsea for Arsenal under-18s today. Chelsea won 4-0. Oh, lovely. Let's hope for a similar result from Sporting, you said. I didn't say that, Arsenal fans, before anyone else jumps on me. It wasn't my doing that one. That was a comment from the chat. From Ahmed in the chat. Right. Sorry, let me get on to our wonderful TikTok crowd as well. Because I'm not ignoring you guys. You know I love you lots. What are we saying on TikTok? Malign says, hi Keats Vaults, hope you're well. Change name. Think it's going to be a tough one. Tough 1-1. I mean, listen, a 1-1, mate, is still not a bad result for Arsenal. I think taking that into the second leg. Ultimately, that was the result that you got against Leverkusen that got you over the line. I thought Leverkusen were the better side in Germany. We'll just have to wait and see now if, indeed, Sporting can get a result to take back to the Emirates. Clips Market says 3-1 Sporting. 3-1 to Sporting. Biz says, shocker, you think someone was better than Arsenal? I've literally said I think Arsenal are going to win tonight. Hello, Hala, how's it going? Lots of love to Ethiopia. Love you lots like Jelly Tots. I don't even know, as an Arsenal fan, 1-1 or 1-0, we haven't been good. No, you haven't. You haven't, but at some point that rot has got to stop, hasn't it? You're too good. You've got too good of a squad to keep going through that turmoil. Eventually that will turn round. Whether that's today is another question entirely. But I think you've got every chance. I think you've got every chance of winning today. Adam Key, I fancy Arsenal, but I'll put a green background. Green background's there just so people aren't unsure of where my loyalties lie tonight. Just in case anyone comes in and thinks, I wonder, who's Key rooting for tonight in this one? I thought I'd just let them know just by making the background very, very clear. But it's there. It's there in case you need to have a little wonder, in case you're having a think about who I'm rooting for. But who I actually predict will win is a different matter entirely. I think Arsenal win this one. No Sporting shirt to wear. I've not got a Sporting shirt. I've got a Betis shirt, which looks a little bit similar, I guess. It's vertical stripes rather than horizontal. Guten Abend, Key. Learning German at the moment. I don't know much German. Guten Tag. Auf Wiedersehen. All that good stuff. I don't know. The Arsenal journalist. Obviously, I'm watching Arsenal because I support them, but why are you watching it over the real game? Because I think this game will be killed off tonight. I think Arsenal win this one tonight. I think 3-0. I think it might be 3-0, done and dusted. We can kind of forget about the second leg. It's just another fixture that Arsenal have to fulfill. That's what I think happens tonight. I could be wrong. Sporting could shock us all. But we'll see. We'll see. If they do. But no, I think they do. I think Arsenal win tonight. Liam, can you answer me something honestly? I don't tell lies, Liam. I don't tell lies. You ask me what you want, mate. I'll tell you. As long as it's not my PIN code. And to be honest, I don't really... Yeah, there's not really anything worth having in there, to be honest. I'm an Arsenal supporter and I want rid of Saka, says Mad Dog Josh. David Black, I don't see Arsenal winning, to be honest. Really? Why am I more confident for Arsenal than you guys are? This is crazy. Liam Vernon, hi Key. What a warm, wonderful day in the UK today. It's a bit muggy, isn't it? It's very muggy today. I've got a little pre-match quiz. Should we do a little pre-match quiz? Can anyone name me the 5 players from Portugal who've played for Arsenal? There's only 5. I thought there would be much more than that. 5 Portuguese players who've played for Arsenal. David, I'm a Liverpool fan, just don't see them winning, to be honest. Sporting will want it more. I don't even know, says imagine if Sporting get revenge and beat us 5-1. Hey, listen, yes, Sporting knocked Arsenal out, didn't they, in the Europa League not that long ago? Fabio Vieira and Cedric is right, yep. Fabio Vieira, Cedric. Carvalho never played for Arsenal. No, not Carvalho. Wanderless, good to see you, mate. How are you? Lovely to see you. Nuno Tavares, yep, he's another one. Luis Boamorti, yep, Luis Boamorti's another one. And there's one more. Arsenal wird in Deutschland. I don't even know what that is. Okay. Lee Hayes, read what you want. You are a bad Liverpool fan. Go on, Lee, enlighten me. Am I a bad Liverpool fan, mate? Amari Bischoff, well done. Amari Bischoff is correct. That's the final one. Amari Bischoff, Boa Morte, Cedric Soares, Nuno Tavares, and Fabio Vieira. They are the 5 Portuguese. Not that many. I thought in a Portuguese, given how many good Portuguese players there have been in the Premier League as well, lots of great Portuguese players over the years, there's only been 5 play for Arsenal. And of those 5, they're all a bit rubbish, aren't they? They were all a bit rubbish. I mean, Luis Boa Morte was a good player, but Cedric, Nuno Tavares, Fabio Vieira, Amari Bischoff, these weren't great players. These weren't great players. Elise on the right, Kvara on the left, Gyökeres up front. Imagine, oh my. Patrick, me, are you slot in or slot out? I'm slot in, mate. Lee Hayes, you are making us rivals. How am I making you us right? I'm not making Liverpool anything. What are you talking about, Lee? Chat's going fast tonight already. Tonight's going to be massive. Oh, nice. I thought that. Cheers, Anfield Vortex. I thought it was something like that, but I was thinking it might be a bit more offensive. I don't know. Key, can we do Japanese players in the Prem? One day, maybe. Maybe if we get a Japan-linked stream. But, yeah, I think tonight we have to go Portuguese heavy. Sarah says, my daughter's cat is playing ping pong with this poor spider. Oh, God, no. Shallow says, would love to see Liverpool get battered by PSG. Well, that's wonderful. I'd love to see Sporting batter Arsenal tonight. The feeling's mutual. This is great. This is what happened. This is what football's about. Why are you getting so laggy about it, people? You guys want to see Arsenal win. I don't really care. Listen, if you win, I expect you to win. But if you get beat, you know me, I always root for the underdog. I always root for the underdog unless it's against my team. So I'm hoping, of course, I'd love to see Sporting get a result tonight. But if they don't, then, you know, it's just kind of what we've all expected to see. Arsenal win. Sandra, good to see you. Mal6 says, as an Arsenal fan, if we lose today, I'm becoming a Buddhist monk. Timbo, there you go. Listen, Timbo's a big Chelsea fan. He's a nice fella as well sometimes, but he's a Chelsea fan, and he's just said, we're all sporting in here tonight, aren't we? Absolutely we are. We're all sporting. We're all sporting tonight. Mircea Lucescu's passed away, apparently, just seen on Twitter. Oh, that's a shame. Lucescu. Finners Matty, everyone thinking PSG will end. He's been away a while, hasn't he? PSG will end the tie tomorrow. They obviously didn't see how bad they were at defending over the top balls the other night. But it's whether or not we play like that tomorrow. That's the question, isn't it? We've not really got a target man as such. Like, I mean, Toulouse didn't really have a target man, but they were very good at picking up the second balls. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting, I guess, to see whether or not Liverpool do try to exploit what Toulouse did very well the other night. I'm a nice fella sometimes. Get that on my gravestone. Ben, get a life, mate. Honestly, pathetic. Oh, no. Ben thinks I'm pathetic. How will I live? Ginist, why are we not going to be watching Madrid? Well, you can watch whatever you want. You can watch whatever you want. I'm watching this. You can watch whenever you want, mate. It's fabulous. This thing here, absolutely brilliant. You push a few buttons, you can watch most things. Rosine says, yo, Key, why don't you watch Bayern Real? I hope Bayern get a statement win in the Bernabeu. What are the chances for Liverpool to beat PSG in both legs? No, I don't think we'll beat them in both legs, but I think we can definitely get a draw tomorrow. I think we'll get a draw tomorrow. I think we might surprise a few. But yeah, as far as why I'm not watching Bayern and Real, because I think Bayern and Real will still, nothing's going to be decided in that one tonight. This one might be. This one might be. I think there's a real possibility that Arsenal will put these to bed, maybe kill the game off 2 or 3-0, and that's the tie done. And if that happens, then we've covered the game that has had the highest consequence, haven't we? Real Madrid and Bayern Munich I don't see there being an outright winner tonight. If there is, even maybe it's a 1-0, maybe it's a 2-1. But I'm expecting a 1-1 or a 2-2 or a 0-0. Something that means going into the second leg, it's still very, very tight and delicately poised, and either team could still win it. So the second leg next week will be very interesting, and we might yet do that one. But this one, I think first leg is far better. We're all hoping that Sporting win, but I really do think Arsenal will. Shallow for people says going to be in stitches when Key tries to claim offside for every goal we score tonight. Hey, you better hope you score one. Hey, you better hope you score one. You've been struggling before. The Arsenal journalist, do you reckon Arsenal will beat Barca in the semis? Mate, I've said since day one that you're going to win the Champions League. I said it before the season started. I've called it. I've called it. I'm not going to back out now. I called City for the league, Arsenal for the Champions League. Now, it might be the opposite. Well, we can't be the opposite way around because City are out. But it might well be that you win the league and don't win the Champions League. That's kind of what I've said recently. But when the season started, I said City win the league, Arsenal win the Champions League. Arsenal downfall incoming. Lorenko, why would you not want to watch the game with the better quality? Well, because I've not got my future glasses on, mate. And believe it or not, there's games involving Real Madrid that aren't actually that high quality. They might cancel each other out. It might be 0-0 tonight. It might be boring. It might be dull. And this one could be 4-4. And if it is, what? You'll look and go, oh, well, what? At least we watched the game with the better quality. The last time Sporting played in the Champions League, in fact, what did it finish, Bodo Glimt, across both legs? Was it 8-1 or something like that? Or 8-3 or something? I don't know. It was something stupid like that on aggregate, wasn't it? 8-3 across 2 legs. They absolutely battered him. And it was a load of goals in the game. So this should be entertaining. I'm all about the entertaining. The Anfield Vortex, we like you. Put Salah up front tomorrow, Key. As we don't have that target man up front. I'm not keen on Salah up front, no, but I think it might well be. Shallow says, I said Jews would win the league before the season started. Then you had a worse title defence than 2016 Leicester. No, we didn't have a worse title defence than Leicester. We haven't had a worse title defence than Chelsea. Chelsea finished 10th. People are quick to forget that. But yeah, we have had a bad title defence. But I think that was known in the summer, to be honest. I didn't think we were going to win the league in the summer. It was only 5-3, Key. Well, whatever it was, there was a lot of goals in the game. David Black, Salah has to start tomorrow. Disgraceful if he doesn't. I mean, Salah to start. If he does, fair enough. I get it. But I wouldn't be that bothered if he didn't. Jose Barrinho, Key, is there a team, not counting Liverpool, that you have a soft spot for? Lots of teams across Europe, yeah. Love Fiorentina, love Betis, quite like Villarreal as well. Auxerre in France, quite like a few across Europe. I always liked Feyenoord, genuinely. Even before Arne Slot, I always liked Feyenoord. So maybe it's those. But not in England, really. What channel's Arsenal on? It's on Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime it's on. Peter One Touch says, I thought Liverpool was going to be dangerous this season, to be honest. And Timbo, it's a more disappointing defence than Leicester, given the expectation of both teams. Well, yeah, I mean, nobody expected Leicester to really retain the title. But I always felt the idea that Liverpool were going to retain it was a little bit silly because we literally sold all our experience. You can't sell all your experience and replace it with 16-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 21 and 22-year-olds and be like, oh yeah, just sell all your best experienced title winners, just replace them with kids and everything will be fine. Yeah, everything will be fine. I'm sure there won't be a drop-off because kids usually don't take a bit of time to adapt. I'm sure it'll be fine. MSA Micro says, please, Key, give way for Arsenal fan if Arsenal win tonight. Not sure what we mean, Chief. The Arsenal journalist says, yeah, all right, mate, you spent 450 million. Yeah, exactly as David Black says, we sold about 300 million as well. You'll do it again this summer. Yeah, I agree, mate. We need to be honest. We need to start spending the sort of money that Arsenal have, that United have. That's the only way we're going to start catching up to these teams. You can't spend half. I mean, Arsenal are at the top of the table. We spent half what they have since Mikel Arteta came in. I think that's the big sign, isn't it? If Liverpool are going to bridge that gap, we have to start spending the sort of money that Arsenal are. If we start spending the sort of money that Arsenal are, then maybe we'll get back up there. But it's going to come from the top. It has to come from the ownership. Has to. Very true. We replaced our whole squad with kids and went from 3rd to 12th. That's it. Yeah. Chelsea, prime example of it. Finners Matty, are you surprised to see Isak in the squad? I think he'll be on the bench. I don't expect we'll see him actually on the pitch. I'd be amazed if we see Isak get any minutes tomorrow, but I'd love it if that's the case. Absolutely love it if that's the case. Shallow for PPL, or Shallow Apple. If we get to the semi-finals against Barca and at least win or draw the first leg, I see us going to the final. Like I said, mate, you know me, I'm still sticking with what I said. Arsenal win the Champions League this year. You think you've got the X factor. MSA Micro says, Key, what's your favourite team? I'm a Liverpool fan, mate. Benny Griff broke the transfer record twice. We did, yeah, we did. Well, our transfer record, yeah, our club transfer record we broke twice. We actually only broke the British record once. And he's not been available all season, so it's not really come of much consequence, has it? It's no good having a player if you pay a fortune for him, but he's not actually on the pitch. That's no good, is it? Dissent says Liverpool spent £450 million this summer. You have spent. It's not like you have the budget of Brighton. I've not said we have got the budget of Brighton, but we're also quite comfortably ahead of Brighton. So, yeah, it's not like we're in the bottom half or mid-table. We're fifth. We're fifth, and in the Champions League quarter-final and the FA Cup quarter-final we were in as well. So, like, it's not like we're having all these Liverpool fans freaking out. Like, honestly, I dread to think what they would think of, like, an actual terrible season. What are they going to be like when it's an actual terrible season? Christ. I don't even know, says to be fair, I only predicted Arsenal to win the Champions League, so Palace don't win a European competition and we don't. The prophecy, hey Key, why not watch Real v Bayern? We all know Arsenal are winning this. Hey, everyone said that against Southampton. Key, why are you watching Southampton? Southampton Arsenal, don't bother with this. They're going to walk it. Yeah, that didn't happen. I wouldn't be surprised. The Arsenal journalist, yeah, because Isak did so much when on the pitch, didn't he? Mate, you're definitely not a journalist. You can't be a journalist. I can't believe that. There's no way you're a journalist, because if you were, you'd do some sort of investigation, I'm sure. Alexander Isak scored 2 winners for Liverpool in the weeks before he got injured. Before he broke his leg, he scored a match winner against West Ham, match winner against Spurs, broke his leg. So he was just getting back to fitness. MSA Micro in Southeast Asia. Man U, Liverpool and Arsenal fans are the majority. Fair enough. The prophecy, Key, you're so funny. I wish more people were here. Other watch-alongs are so quiet, but you're very entertaining. Cheers, mate. Listen, to be fair, it gets a lot busier. We are still only half an hour away from kickoff. Most other watch-alongs only start half an hour before kickoff. I'll go for the big Champions League games. I go live an hour just as the team news is breaking. And to be fair, we've not even gone through the team news. The team news is on the right-hand side here. If you're watching on the main platform where we all watch. If you're watching on TikTok, you don't get to see it. But if you're watching on there, you'll be able to see Sporting Arsenal lineups. Silver in goal, Fresneda, Diamand, Inacio. Diamand and Inacio back in for Sporting's a big win. Araujo, Morita and Shimos in midfield with Trincao, Catamo and Goncalves behind that fella. The fella who scored those goals against Bodo, Luis Suarez. Goal and an assist against Bodo in the last game, wasn't it? Absolutely fantastic player. Really like him. David Black says, we've won... Oh, sorry. Key goes live an hour before to hoover up all the Arsenal fans for... Yeah, basically to answer all the same questions that they ask every single week. Andy was going to beat City as well. That's true. Very true. Tight on the toffee, he says, Key, Real v Bayern prediction. I think 2-2. I think there's going to be goals in that one. 2-2. Doo-doo. Jonathan, you're not watching Real v Bayern? There's a title on the live, mate. You might be able to see it. There's a title on the live. It'll tell you exactly what I'm watching. It's a big giveaway. It's a very big giveaway. Reckon it's going to be a Desmond. Probably. Yeah, probably. I think the Real Madrid game. Definitely a Desmond. Jonathan, it says Arsenal, mate. Then there's your answer. Why ask? If it's got a title and it says the game, it'd be a silly question, wouldn't it, to say, Key, you're not watching Blythe Spartans against Cambridge under-14s tonight? No, I'm not, mate. Timbo, I'd like to see Kane do it in a big game today. Good to see Clarence Seedorf on TV. I love Clarence Seedorf. What a player he is, by the way. Ahmed says, Key, do you know the 3 players who played for both teams apart from Gyökeres? Probably one of them 3, to be honest. We've already covered them. Boa Morte, Cedric Suarez, Nuno Tavares. Have all 3 of them played for him? Is it all them 3? Timbo, is that what we all sound like to you, Key? Well, you do. Jonathan, why are you not watching the big game? Well, that's a sensible question, Jonathan. That's a bit more in keeping with an intelligent young man like you. I thought that would have been the leading question. Not Key, you're not watching this other game when you can see a big title that says I'm not watching that game. Why I'm not watching the big game, my answer to you is this is a big game. It's a massive game. And listen, I think this is the game that has the biggest chance of an upset. Because Arsenal might score from open play. I'm only kidding. Arsenal, I think, are going to either win this one 3-0 or Sporting get a win and shock everyone. So I think this is the game with the biggest jeopardy, the most interest, and actually it might well be the one that we get, the one with the most consequence. Put it that way. The one with the most consequence. You're not going to get an outright winner in the Bayern and Real Madrid game tonight. Doesn't matter what happens. Even if it's 2-0 Madrid, the game is still ready to be won if they go back to the Allianz with it. I absolutely guarantee you that we will see Bayern still have a go at Madrid, even if they're 2 down. That one's not going to be over. This one could be in this game. Would love to see Arteta get pumped. Yes. Thanks, mate. Love you too. Assassinated Beauty. Why don't you support your local club? Sounds more like Bolton to me. Well, you want to get your accent detector fixed, mate, because I'm nowhere near Bolton. I won't like walking anyway. It's quite a mooch. Yeah, I'm nowhere near Bolton. Absolutely nowhere near. Unless you're a southerner. Southerners generally have a bit of a blind spot for accents. They tend to think anything north of Oxford is like, we're all the same. We're kind of all an amalgamation of the same sort of thing. We're all orcs and half-breeds north of Oxford. Anything north of the... Michael Donegan, do you think Liverpool will beat PSG? I think over 2 legs, yes. Frankie Reed, what's your Arsenal prediction? I think 3-0. 3-0 Arsenal. I think 3-0 Arsenal. Is there a football team in St. Helens? There is, but they're not a professional team. They're not a professional team. I played for them once, back in the day. But they're not a professional team. No. They don't have a stadium, really. It's just kind of... Counties League. Lower Counties League. Is Szoboszlai the best 10 in the league, or is it Bruno? In the league? I don't think either are the best 10 in the league. Shallow Apple, to be fair, your local could be Southport or FC United of Manchester for all we know. Well, no, I'm originally from St Helens. I don't live there anymore. I'm originally from St Helens. I was born in Wiston, which is about 15-20 minutes from Anfield. It's as the crow flies. I could have been an Everton fan, a Liverpool fan, a Tranmere fan. They were all the closest grounds to me where I was born and where I grew up. And I didn't really have a choice because my dad's been a Liverpool fan and has gone pretty much every home game since 1972. So I was always going to be a Liverpool fan. And St Helens is more rugby, exactly, yeah. If you grow up in St Helens, you're playing rugby, not really football. Dave Challoner, legend, yeah. Long throw, Dave Challoner. Shouldn't stop you from supporting him, mate. Poor show it. Listen, you can't even get a St Helens Town top. There's no club shop. That's the size of the club we are. You can't even get a St Helens Town top. Getan Scoiler says Arsenal to get it done. I know there's an FC United of Manchester. I don't even know. I'm a Southerner and I know my accents. Well, then you're an anomaly, mate. You're the ace in the hole. You're the good one at accents. But most Southerners I speak to, they tend to think everyone's kind of sounds the same. Jonathan, I'm an Arsenal fan and I think Sporting will get something in the game. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Sukhvinder Singh, good to see you, Sukhvinder. How's it going, Key? Hope you're well. We need a performance from the boys tomorrow, don't we just? Yeah, Liverpool 1,000,000% need to turn up tomorrow. Whether we do or not is another question. But it's good to see that the players are coming out and backing the manager. And Florian Wirtz came out today and said we're all totally behind the manager. That's brilliant to see. That's exactly what we want to hear. And you know, I think the players really just need to start doing it for themselves. It's not for the manager. The manager will still be the manager next season. They need to start doing it for themselves if they have any desire to be at Liverpool in the summer. I really hope we're going to be ruthless in the summer. We've got to get rid of 7 or 8 players minimum. We got rid of 7 or 8 last summer. I think there's another 7 or 8 who will go. And I think next season Liverpool will look very different. But we will also probably still not be in a title race. I expect next season it'll be very much top 4 cup run. Same as this year, really. Top 4 cup run. If we get it done, happy enough with that. What's your score prediction, Shante? For this one, I think Arsenal to win 3-0. Arsenal win 3-0. Could be wrong. Adam says, Brummie, Geordie and Scouse accents are easy to spot. Yeah, Brummie's just longer vowels at the end, isn't it? All right. Puntaholic, how do you rate Canate? Canate is, for me, still one of the best centre-backs in the world. Yeah. He's not had the best season, but as the old adage goes, form is temporary, class is permanent. I still think he's one of the best in the world. I wouldn't swap him for many other centre-backs. Sir, yes, but Key, you're sounding more Manc than Scouse since you grew up next door to Liverpool. It's funny. The slight twangs. To be honest, for the last 10 years or so, I've worked in Manchester. So maybe the Scouse has faded. When I was maybe 18, 19, because I was playing football all the way up to then, and that was mostly in and around Liverpool, maybe the Scouse accent's just kind of... I was never Scouse. It was never Scouse, but it was maybe more towards the Scouse end of St Helens than it has been recently. It's maybe a touch more Manchester now. Puntaholic, fair enough, was wondering if he was on your chopping block. I think he'll go. No, don't get me wrong. It's not me saying he has to go. I'm saying I think he will go. I think there's a lot of players in there who I'd like to go who won't go. Canate, I'd like to stay, but I think at this moment in time, we have to acknowledge he's not signed a contract. He's probably going. Luis Suarez at Sporting looks good. Yep, absolutely. Very good player. Tommy, why do you hate on Arsenal? Genuinely asking. I've seen you hate on us, but never understood it. Would it surprise you, mate, if I said I don't hate Arsenal at all? Don't hate Arsenal. It's as simple as I'm rooting for the underdogs and I don't like Arsenal's style of play. And I think that's quite an easy thing to understand, given that Arsenal fans don't really like Arsenal's style of play. I think that's a fair thing to say. Not wanting Arsenal to win does not equal I hate Arsenal. I think most people can understand that. Just saying that I would prefer Arsenal not to win the league and I would prefer City to win it, again, doesn't mean that I hate Arsenal. It just means I think I'd rather City win it. But I'm also not bothered if Arsenal do win it. I think they will. I think they will win the league, and I'm backing them to win the Champions League. So I don't hate Arsenal. I've nothing against Arsenal, the club, the fans, even the players. I quite like a lot of the players. But I don't like Mikel Arteta, and I don't like the way he does things. I don't like the way he plays football. I don't like his philosophy on football. And generally, I back the underdog anyway, unless it's against my team. So, yeah, that's it. That's the simple explanation in a nutshell. What are we saying? Mikel Lucescu's died. Yeah, manager of Romania. He's 80 years of age, though, isn't he? He's 80. 80. Arsenal will bounce back against Sporting, says Galani Skoila. Shahid says, hello, Key, and everyone in the chat. Looking forward to a good match tonight. Might be closer than people think. Let's hope so, mate. Let's absolutely hope so. Daz, who are you playing right back tomorrow, Key? I would play Szoboszlai. Maybe Frimpong if he's fit. If Frimpong's fit enough to play, I'd start Frimpong. But honestly, I genuinely wouldn't be that disappointed if we put Szoboszlai there. Szoboszlai against Kvaratskhelia is a proper matchup, and I think that might be the smartest thing to do, but kind of happy either way. I think the manager's got more options now anyway. Mackenzie, Arsenal fans now saying they might not be ready, mentally or talented on AFTV. I've not seen. David Black, we can't have our engine in midfield, man. You say that though, but he's not been that great recently. He was shocking against City, Szoboszlai. He was absolutely shocking. Adam says, after Darwin and Gyökeres, no club should sign another Portuguese league player. You say that though, but I still think Darwin Núñez was a very credible Premier League player. He just wasn't maybe worth the money that we paid. If Darwin Núñez was, listen, if he was still in the Premier League, I still think put him in an Everton. Everton would be probably closer to the Champions League places if they had Darwin Núñez up front. The amount of chances that Beto's missed and you know, Tierno Barry and all like that. Everton would have Darwin Núñez in a heartbeat. Heartbeat. Adam says, I agree with you, Key. Szoboszlai for me too. Maka, Grav, Vert, midfield. That would be mine, Adam, yeah. That would be mine. I think we've really got to think about Kvaratskhelia on that left-hand side because he's a real problem for us. Kirkes against Dembele is going to be hard enough. And honestly, I think Cody Gakpo is the right choice for that left-hand side because if we put him on the left-hand side, he's very good defensively, Cody Gakpo. He'll double up with Kirkes on Dembele. And we'll also have Szoboszlai against Kvaratskhelia. And physically, that's a matchup, isn't it? So I'd back Szoboszlai against Kvaratskhelia in a 1v1 sprint. I think they're strong enough and that he can go at him. I think if we just had Frimpong... It's like there's genuinely some Liverpool fans. I think someone said to me earlier today, let's go Frimpong at right back, Kirkes at left back, and let's go Salah and Rio Engamoa on the wings. I said we'd get done 9-0. We'd get absolutely killed off the first leg. You've got to keep it tight. Sugvinder, Slot has shown in Europe in the big games, he does get it right. Yeah, he has done before. Certainly has done before. B. McCarran, good to see you, mate. Long time we've not seen our Villa mate, B. McCarran, ready for hat-trick of trophies Arsenal to go out of. See, even the Villa fans are against you, Arsenal fans. Even the Villa fans want you out. Shahid Darwin scored crucial goals in that Premier League winning season. He did. He was a great player. I like Darwin Núñez. Steve says Liverpool need a full rebuild. Need at least 5 for the starting 11 and another 4 for the bench. Steve, I'm so glad we're on the same page, mate. I'm so glad we're on the same page. And that's why you can't say sack the manager. Because you can't say on the one hand the manager's not doing a good enough job with the players he's got. But also, we need about 9 new players. Doesn't quite work, that, does it? I would play Frimpong right wing if available. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. That's probably not a bad shout. Torko, what is this Muppet yapping about? Got 2 ears, mate. 2 ears. That's what you're supposed to use these twice as much as this. 2 of them, 1 of this. Yeah? So just open these and you'll find out what I'm talking about. You don't need to type. I know you've got a short attention span, TikTok brain. Hey, you don't need that. Just open these. Open these. And you'll hear what you hear what I'm saying. Or you can just scroll on. That's fine too. Shallow Apple says it's fine because Villa will crumble the Champions League spots anyway. I still think Villa will win the Europa League. Unai Emery will win that. They've got Bologna, haven't they, next week? Felix says, what is your hot take for the quarter-final? My hot take? Oh, I don't think I have one. I think, do you know what? I'll tell you what. Here we go. My hot take is I think all four first legs will be draws. I know I've kind of contradicted myself because I've said that I think Arsenal win 3-0 tonight, but that was my edgy sort of. I was saying this last night. I think genuinely all 4 games might be draws in the first leg, and then it's finally balanced going into next week. David should never have sold Diaz or Nunes. No, I mean, I shoulda, woulda, coulda, I guess. Ahmed, hot take, Arsenal to win. Yeah, Arsenal win. That's the hot take. Let's just see. Listen, there's some big players there for Sporting Lisbon. We did the Arsenal lineup, didn't we? Did we? Raya, Calafiori, Gabriel Saliba, and White. White at right back. Oh, White at right back. Odegaard, Zubamendi, Rice, and then Madueke, Gyökeres, Trossard. That's really not a brilliant lineup for Arsenal, is it? Oh, no Eze, no Nkapie, no Marino, no Saka, no Timber. Ooh, now then I might have to revise my prediction on that basis. Oh, Ben White starting at right back. That's an absolute disaster waiting to happen. Mason Longley, what's the odds on for Arsenal to win, lose or draw? I still think Arsenal win. But I said Arsenal to win 3-0. It might have to be more like 2-1 now. It might be tighter going into the second leg. I thought they were going to start Timber at right back. I thought they would be a bit stronger in the forward line. Madueke, Gyökeres, Trossard's a little bit iffy, isn't it? It's not brilliant, that. It's not brilliant. Gyökeres will score the first goal. Shahid Qureshi. Lorenzo says Bayern v Madrid on the TV, Liverpool v PSG on the PC. And I'll put Sporting Arsenal on my phone, so I'll be off soon. Liverpool PSG's on tomorrow, mate. It's not on tonight. Yeah, I mean, you can have Bayern v Madrid on the TV and Sporting Arsenal on your phone, but you're there. There's only 2 games tonight in the Champions League. I've got a feeling of a draw. 1-1 between Liverpool and PSG tomorrow. Me too. That's my thought process tomorrow as well. Let's go the Verdi Blancos. Is it Verdi Blancos, surely? Verdi Blancos. How long have we got to kick off? 8 minutes. 8 minutes to kick off. Sporting are underrated. They've been very good at home. They are. Listen, we watched them against Bodo Glimt last time out. 5-0. They absolutely battered them. Admittedly, it was only Bodo Glimt, but it's the same Bodo Glimt that beat Manchester City, that beat Sporting Lisbon away quite comprehensively, that beat Inter Milan home and away. The finalists last year. So they're no mugs, Bodo. And Sporting absolutely demolished them here at the Alvalade last time out. Evening, everyone. Hope everyone's okay. Good to see you, 3-star. How are we doing? Gemekis says Arsenal to win this one. Fair enough, fair enough. I do. I still think this one's going to be an Arsenal win. Still fancy Arsenal to win. Theo Walcott. is the Amazon Prime pundit tonight. Claydon, how's it going? Good to see you, mate. Cheers for the gift, mate. Appreciated. That's a hell of a display. Look at that. Felix, I agree. The Arteta style of play isn't great. Wish he would get more out of our front line. It's just very restrained, isn't it? That's the word I always think of. It's always the word I think of with Arsenal. Very restrained. They're on a leash. They're sort of held back by the manager. And I wish they would just... If Martinelli was being coached by Jurgen Klopp, he would be 4 or 5 times the player that he is. He's a very, very talented player, Martinelli, and Arsenal have never got the best out of him. He will go on. He's still only, what is he still only 24? I've said this many times. Martinelli is now at the age that Salah was when he left Chelsea to go to Liverpool. Well, he left Chelsea to go to Fiorentina and Roma, but you know what I mean. It was at that time that Salah arrived in the Premier League again. And I think that's kind of where Martinelli is with his career. He might need to leave Arsenal and move on to go and kick on and do better elsewhere. PDM, do me a favour, Key. Keep your slagging off to a minimum on Arsenal tonight. I've said you'll win, mate. I've said you'll win. I still think you'll win this one. Pete Greenall, do you think we should replace Alisson with his injuries? No. I think Alisson is a perfectly adequate backup. Arteta's a fanny, too scared to play genuine football. He's very risk averse, isn't he? Connor was good 22-23 season. He's been poor ever since. Is that not the system though? Because he's had moments, hasn't he? He's had some brilliant moments where he's won Arsenal games. He's been a match winner for Arsenal in moments, but he's just not done it consistently. Reveal clothing. I think Bayern will do a number on Madrid tonight. Do you agree? Yes, I do. I think 2-2 is the goal, the score I've gone for in that one. But I think if there is going to be a winner, I'm leaning more towards Bayern than Real Madrid. Severin says, when does Arsenal play? They kick off in 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Gamer Guru, have we lost yet? Only joking, mate. Hey, no, it's all good. PDM says Martinelli was a great player when he was free to run the wings. He's been coached now to limit running down the line and pass the ball in. Let him run and watch the difference. That's it. Exactly. That's it. Absolutely agree. Claydon, where are you watching the game tonight? It's on Amazon Prime, mate. Amazon Prime. You can get it on there. That's where I'm watching it. Which unfortunately means there'll be about a 30-second delay. As there always is with every Amazon Prime broadcast, there will be a 30-second or so delay. So yeah, we'll have to see. What match are you watching? Sporting against Arsenal, mate. First leg Sporting of Arsenal. I think that's the game where we're going to see the most jeopardy, the most sort of consequence, let's say. I think Arsenal could kill the game off tonight. But then again, a Sporting result is the shock of the round, isn't it? If Sporting get a result tonight, it's the shock of the round. Nothing is going to happen in that Bayern Real Madrid game that's going to surprise us. Well, listen, that's my prediction. If Bayern batter Real Madrid 4-0 tonight, I'll say, hey, I got it wrong. I'm sorry. I got it wrong. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think Bayern Real Madrid tonight will be tight. It'll be close. It might be 1-1, 1-0, maybe 2-1 either side. I don't know. But it's going to be tight. It's still going to be a game going into the second leg. I predicted 3-0, maybe 3-1 to Arsenal in this one. And I think they're either going to wipe the floor with Sporting or Sporting are going to absolutely get at him and they're going to be wobbling Arsenal. They're going to be off on the ropes. They're going to be on the ropes. It's going to have to be the old rope-a-dope. Jay Sakini, why do you have 2 phones and 2 mics? I have 3 phones. Yeah, I have 3 phones. Gyökeres to score against his old club. Could well, yeah. Green background, that's the one, mate. Just in case anyone was unsure. Just in case anyone was unsure when they land on the stream and they think, ooh, who's he going for tonight? Who's he rooting for? Just thought I'd let them know. Let him know early. Amazon's that far behind. Beckham might score for real. Hopefully the rash, irresponsible Inacio doesn't turn up tonight. But he's a cert for a daft challenge. Well, listen, Diamande is starting as well tonight, and Crystal Palace very nearly signed him as a replacement for Mark Gay, didn't they? So he's going to be one to watch, I think, tonight to see whether or not maybe is there a world where Diamande is a Premier League player next year. Tony Snooker fan, hi Key, come on you Gunners. Yes, Tony, good to see you, mate. Perfect opportunity for Odegaard to play well. It's about time. He's not turned up all season, has he? He's not turned up all season, Odegaard. He's been a bit hit and miss for a centre forward, for a centre mid and a captain. Tony Snooker fan, evening Key. I think it'll be Sporting 1, Arsenal 3. Yeah, fair enough. Go for it. City will lose. Gamer Guru, glad I was busy for the FA Cup. I bet you was grinning like a Cheshire cat. Not me, mate. I was humble as always. Very diplomatic. Kept my powder dry on that one. I'm watching Diaz against Trent. Oh, God, yeah. Diaz against Trent will be in for. That'll be a good watch. Is Trincao playing? Yes, Trincao is behind Luis Suarez tonight with Goncalves and Catamo either side. They've got Zeno De Bast. João Virginia, ex-Everton goalkeeper. João Virginia's on the bench tonight. Bloody hell. Come on, Rui Borges. Diaz v Trent. Trent will be off the pace. Did you watch the Real Madrid game the other day against Osasuna? Trent had an absolute howler late in the game. Vedat Mariki scored late on, and Real Madrid got beat. And yeah, Trent was culpable, definitely, for that one. Julius, how's it going, Julius? Good to see you. Are we ready for this one, everyone? Arsenal fan, we hope Arsenal are going to make it. Watching you from Rwanda. Lots of love to Rwanda, mate. Calafiori, Gabriel, Saliba and White at the back. Ben White, I think, is an accident waiting to happen. Declan Rice, Subamendi, Odegaard, midfield 3, and then Trossard, Gyökeres, Madueke. That is still a little bit underwhelming. Salmon, Anus, Lewis Skelly, Mosquera, Ranson, Ariza Balaga, Havertz, Norgard, Martinelli and Jesus. There's not a lot of quality either on the bench for Arsenal to bring on. So, honestly, this is concerning. It is concerning from an Arsenal fan point of view. I think if you're watching this and you're looking at that lineup, I'm not sure I'd be that convinced that they're going to turn Sporting over. Kind of a similar vibe to what we saw against Southampton. Everyone thought they'd wrap Southampton up, they'd put them to bed, but that's not the case. James, why I get banned? What do you mean you get banned? Who's banned you? Adam says, why is Odegaard on? Thought he turned into a pro basketball player a season or two ago. It's going to be closer than you think. I'm still going for an Arsenal win. A comfortable Arsenal win, maybe. But I've been wrong before. Right. Real Madrid and Bayern are off. Hola, Bruno. Hello, bro. Real v Bayern. No, that's not what we're watching. We're watching Sporting Lisbon against Arsenal. Gyökeres to have a howler. Right, well, we're off and underway at the José Alvalade in Lisbon. Come on, Sporting. Do it for football. James says, I'm an Arsenal fan and I'm watching the Real Madrid game. Be so much better. There you go, standard Arsenal fan for you. You watch what you want, mate. You enjoy football. You do you, buddy. Felix, do you want Leeds or Southampton to win the cup over City or Chelsea? Happily, yeah, I'd love either of them to win it over City or Chelsea. Give it to dirty Leeds. West Ham have won a cup recently. Oh, sorry, not West Ham. No, give it. I don't care, to be honest. Southampton or Leeds. Give it to either of them. I don't mind. But yeah, I'd much rather either of those two win it. Julius, what's everyone's predictions? Yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know your predictions for this one. We have got our halftime quiz coming up, as always. We'll do our halftime quiz. Make sure you've well, listen, I'm not going to say make sure, but if you're enjoying the streams lately, then hit the like button, maybe subscribe if you want to see more of them popping up in your feed. 3-Star Red says, no winding up the Arsenal fans tonight from me. My team's got a European tie to get through on Thursday night. Just want to see a sporting performance from them. Yeah, Porto, Nottingham Forest on Thursday. That's going to be a great game. Same with Bologna against Villa. But on Thursday, we're going to be watching Palace against Fiorentina. My Italian team, Fiorentina. Sporting Lisbon, knock it long. And it's a foul. It's a foul from Gabriel. Oh, it's Saliba. Foul from Saliba. Free kick to Sporting on the halfway line. Suarez rolling the Arsenal centre-back there. And, yeah, he was all over him. All over him like a cheap suit. William Saliba. Vuyo says, I'm looking forward to seeing Trent against Luis Diaz. Well, listen, keep me updated on that one. I have got the Real Madrid Bayern game going on my phone, so I can keep an eye on it. But I'm mainly focused on this one for obvious reasons. Felix says, do you hold a grudge against Trent? No, not really. I'd quite happily take him back in the summer. I can understand why some people do, but I don't. I'm not bothered. For me, he's still the best right back in the world. And there's been plenty of other Liverpool players who've left and come back in the past. So we accepted Rushy back. I've no problem with accepting Trent back. Be quite nice to see him come back with his tail between his legs, actually. I think it's fair to say Real Madrid don't really know how to use him. Broken Verdict says, there is absolutely no way Elise goes to Liverpool this summer. Next summer maybe, but not this one. Why? Why do you think that? Wallow, Trent is not the best right back in the world. In your opinion. Claydon, down in League 2. Bromley have conceded to Shrewsbury. 1-0. Goodness me. Bromley having a great time of it at the minute, but they're having a bit of a nightmare. Are you keeping an eye on Wrexham v Southampton? I've got that on the updates, yes. Still 0-0 Wrexham v Southampton. Port Vale beating Rotherham as well, but I'll keep an eye on Bromley as well. Here's Zubamendi on the ball for Arsenal. Felix, do you support all the teams you have shirts from in the background? No. No, some of the shirts I just get because I like. Because, I mean, PSG I don't support. In fact, I'm going to take that shirt down tomorrow. Just to avoid any confusion. Just to avoid any bad luck. That is a classic PSG shirt with Ronaldinho on the back from about 2000, 2001. That's getting taken down. So I'm not having that there tomorrow. I'll replace it with a suitable alternative. LJ says, hi guys, you all, let's say up the Sporting. Come on, yes. Come on, Sporting. I've got the green light on behind. We're all ready to go for Sporting. Come on, Sporting Lisbon. Ale la Lisboa. Oh, Arsenal give the ball away. Go on, lads. Rice flies into the tackle. And he does well there, Declan Rice, in fairness. Very, very good defensive work from Declan Rice. Have you seen those Mbappe gifs? I haven't, no. I don't know what you're talking about. I know I've heard something about him being a dictator, but I have no idea what it means. PDM says, as you were watching it during the international break, what National League team do you support or are you fond of? Not really fond of any in particular, I guess. I quite like York City. I've been to York a lot of times, and York's yeah, maybe York, I guess, if I had to say. Broken verdict, do you have 150 million for Elise? Was it the Bayern sporting director that said, whoa, big save from David Raya. Go on, lad. Hit it. Nearly. Very nearly. First, and it's a free kick to Sporting as well on the edge of the box. Oh, Arsenal. It's a slow start. It's a fast start for Sporting. Ball gets played over the top. They're getting done over the top. Ben White. They've isolated Ben White immediately. Sporting got in. Good strike. Oh, it's off the crossbar. It's off the crossbar. I thought Raya saved that. It was off the crossbar. Oh! Sporting smashed the bar in the opening minute. And David Raya, no chance. I thought he saved that. Thought he saved it. It's a free kick to Sporting just outside the box. 6 minutes in. Arsenal already getting battered. Come on then. Genuinely, David Raya is the best keeper in the world. No, he didn't save it, Reese. You're so biased. You're so biased. Do you have a Chelsea shirt with Zola on the back? I don't, mate. No, I wouldn't have a Chelsea shirt. I don't like Chelsea. Free kick, they need Soberslide to take, and McLean says Arsenal to win. Never a free kick. Behave yourself. Bayern have just missed a sitter, says Puntaholic. You got a fingertip to it. Listen to yourself. Come on. Come on, Sporting. Come on. Left-footed. Into the wall. Not good enough, that. Rebound. Oh, just over the bar again. They're catching them out here. Hugh Maddock, he actually did get a hand to it, mate. Shh. We're trying to wind Reese up. I didn't see him get a hand to it, in fairness. Gamer Guru, he got a touch to it, Key. Put your glasses on, lad. I'll get the old specs out. I defo see them scoring soon. Well, they've started well. Started very well. Southampton have just hit the bar twice against Wrexham. That win against Arsenal giving the Saints lots of encouragement. Evening, Liam. How's it going? Bet you're very pleased about the FA Cup win the other day. Panashista, surely the Madrid game is bigger and better. So why are you not watching it? Why do you say it's bigger and better? I disagree. I don't think it is bigger and better. I don't think it is. Oh, Christ, I nearly lost me bottle then. Very much like Arsenal. What's more likely to happen? Arsenal getting knocked out by Sporting or Liverpool knocking out PSG? Oh, Liverpool knocking out PSG for sure is more likely to happen. Ant, bitter bin dipper. Oh, don't say that, Ant. You're going to really upset me if you say that. How will I go on? How will I go on? Yo, Zarilla, how's it going, mate? Good to see you. Broken verdict, Real Madrid surviving. Bayern have been slightly better so far. And yeah, just coming back to what you said earlier about Elise, by the way. You said, do we have 150 million for Elise? I don't think your owners are willing to spend that much. If you don't make Champions League football, Elise won't go. I don't think that's the case. Southampton 1-0 up against Wrexham, by the way. I think we are going to get Champions League football, by the way. I'm not concerned about that at all. We're playing better than Chelsea and Villa. And we've got to play both of them before the end of the season anyway. So we've picked up more points than both of them recently. They are in much worse states than we are. So I'm absolutely confident we'll finish in the top 5. That's all we need to do is finish in the top 5, and we will. The other thing is, will we spend 150 million? I don't think we need to, because apparently Elise has got a buyout clause. And what the Bayern sporting director says is also not what the Bayern sporting director thinks. We know that, right? Of course we know that. Same as anything else, really. What a player says or what a manager says is not what they think. Can we all just agree on that? The bottle is on, lads. Yes, the bottle is on. Government name unknown says social media has been amazing recently because everyone has been laughing at Arsenal going out of knockout competitions. Cheers, Sarah. Thank you very much for that. Dino the Philosopher. Arsenal are going to lose this, unfortunately. It's all sporting. I mean, you'd expect that, though. Come on. It was kind of like that against Leverkusen. Arsenal not doing great away. They're missing some key players. And Sporting are a very, very good side. Listen, you don't make it to the Champions League quarterfinals unless you are a very good side. So, and they'll be up for it against Arsenal. But I still think Arsenal win. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I still think Arsenal win. Bayern Madrid's definitely better, Key. Come on, we cook Arsenal for trash football. Well, you say that, but it's both games are still 0-0, and this one, Sporting have hit the crossbar. So this one's very much about, is there going to be a shock? Is there going to be an upset? I don't think there will be an upset in the Bayern Madrid game. This one, there might be. So I'm watching the game with the biggest chance for an upset. Ah, Timbo's gutted. Neil, if Liverpool get knocked out of the tie, do you think they'll still make the top 5? Yes, I do, because I don't think the Champions League has anything to do with the Premier League. I think the Premier League will take care of itself. And in many ways, even if we do get knocked out, it must be remembered we've been knocked out by probably the best side in Europe. Maybe. One of. The holders, at least, anyway. Holders of the Champions League. They're in a much better shape than we are. If PSG knock us out, then it's not embarrassing. There's no shame in getting beat by PSG. They're a very, very good side, and we're not really in that space at the minute. But do I think we can knock them out? Absolutely, we can. Absolutely. Jack Seedall, Sporting already had 4 shots. Arsenal hate the counter, don't they? Yes, and listen, Sporting have had a couple of big opportunities now. They've hit the bar. They've really gone at Arsenal when they've had the chance to. And when PSG knock you out, I'll laugh like fuck. Good mate, keep coming back in, will you? Good lad, keep coming back in and letting me know when you laugh. Let us know. Appreciate that. Government name unknown. Is Saka injured or did he get benched? He's been playing really, really bad this season, but no, he is actually just injured. It's a free kick for Arsenal. Shrewsbury 2, Bromley 0. They're getting Oh, it's 1-0 still. Oh, okay. Odegaard with a free kick. Here we go. Ball whipped in. Header. Oh, I thought it was going to be 1-0, but it's gone behind. It's going to be a corner. Zubimendi with a header at the front post. Very nearly 1-0 to Arsenal. So both teams have had a chance there now. Let's just see. As the ball comes in. Oh, actually, I think it was the defender. The defender cleared it away. It's fantastic defensive work from Diamande. I don't know why we was getting all upset about that. Diamande with a great clearance. Absolutely fantastic. An own goal from Victor Gyökeres tonight, I'm calling it now. That'd be fantastic. Timbo says Ben White has quietly become quite shit. The injuries won't have helped, to be fair. Yeah. Broken verdict, Liverpool will get Champions League in my opinion. Chelsea and Villa are just not good. And we, United, are getting by because we've got 1 game a week. Yeah, that's it. You've got 1 game a week and you've also only had 1 game a week for pretty much all season, haven't you? So United have played, by the end of the season, United will have played 39 games. Oh, clear it away, get it out! Oh, it's gone wide for the goal kick. The ball grazed the crossbar there, but it's gone wide from Arsenal. Gunners starting to apply a little bit of pressure. Leeds to win the FA Cup, AK. Let's see. Look at that. Straight in off the corner would have been the most Arsenal thing ever. Set piece FC straight off a corner. They're even set piece FC in Europe. They've took the scaffold to Europe. I had to laugh the other day. I had an Arsenal fan I was talking to. He actually got his own fan channel on YouTube. He's very popular. He's a very nice guy. And we was talking, and he said, "Oh, I do scaffolding. I do scaffolding for a living." And I just had to chuckle Just adds a chuckle. Timbo says, I love how everyone's writing us off for top 5 when we're literally a point behind. People never learn how quick things can change. No, I think Chelsea get it as well. I think Chelsea qualify as well. I just don't think Villa do. North London Scaffolding LLC. Sporting are playing a very risky game here. Very, very risky game, I agree. Passing out from the back, because Arsenal just aren't pressing them hard. Arsenal are kind of doing what City did to them a little bit, aren't they? They're standing off. Ruby Borges looking rather annoyed, I think, by his team's approach at the back there. He wasn't quite happy with it. The referee really wants to be the star here. He's definitely getting involved a lot quite early, the referee, isn't he? Yeah, I think there might be a yellow card or maybe a red card tonight. That might be a decent approach. Get on a red tonight. LJ says, I liked that goal that Ipswich scored against Birmingham. I've not seen that one. Sporting keep giving it away in their own area. I think they need to do some long balls. Yeah, go direct. Go boring like Mikel Arteta's teams. Go long ball direct. That's what we want to see. Out Arsenal. Outgun the Gunners. Timbo, I don't hate any footballer, but I do have an irrational dislike for Ben White. Is it that bad? Do you really not like him? An irrational dislike for Ben White. I'd say I've not got an irrational dislike for any player really. I don't like Bernardo Silva as a footballer. I think he's wonderful, but I hate him. But I also don't think it's irrational because he's actually a prick. Adam, the amount of fans ruling out Bayern is mad. I don't think Bayern have any chance of winning it. Bayern have absolutely no chance of winning the tournament for me. I still think Real Madrid will go through, if I'm dead honest. Harry, at least Bernardo's leaving this season. It's sad to see. I'd be amazed to see where Bernardo Silva goes. At 31, I still think he's got a big move left in him. Wouldn't surprise me, actually, to see him go to Barca, maybe. I think Bernardo Silva to Barca might be an option. He's still only 31. You know who's a cheeky footballer? Cherky. Yes, Cherky's another one as well. Broken verdict, I just never rated Ben White. I thought he was okay, never outstanding. He's a very versatile player, but he's kind of like Arsenal's Joe Gomez in many ways, but just not as good. Isn't he? He's kind of always injured. When he isn't, he's reliable enough. But yeah, he just never does enough to really staple a place in the team. Joe Gomez is a better version of Ben White. Yeah. Maybe a more injury-prone version, though. 2-0 to Southampton. Ibrahim, who do you support? I'm a Liverpool fan, mate. I'm a Liverpool fan. Imagine if Arsenal buy Kane. They don't need Harry Kane. They've got Victor Gyökeres up front. Fuyo, if Mikel Arteta loses tonight, he will be the first manager to lose 3 games in a row in 3 different competitions. Arsenal tearing down the records yet again. Do you guys think Pep leaves at the end of the season? Yeah, let's put that out to the chat. Do we think Mikel Arteta? Do we think Pep Guardiola leaves at the end of the season from Manchester City? It's certainly looking that way, isn't it? Cleared away by Sporting, that's better. Declan Rice, a lot deeper than I would have thought he would be tonight. But he's having to do that number 6 role, really, with Zubimendi and Odegaard slightly further forward. Southampton 2-0. They'll definitely go above Wrexham now. Yeah, it's disappointing for Wrexham. I think they might miss out on the playoffs as it stands. User 688, any score? No, mate. 0-0 in both games. 0-0 in both games. Broken Verdict says Joe Gomez was good though. Ben White is iffy. As for the Bayern Madrid game, Madrid are getting slammed. And LJ says, you guys know that Leeds are falling apart chant. Maybe we can sing that about Arsenal. Harry, if so much hype around Birmingham just to crumble. Yeah, Birmingham's another one. Birmingham could have maybe got there, but in the end, it just wasn't quite consistent enough. Craig Zimmer, City win the league. He leaves on a high. I mean, listen, if he does, yeah, of course, there's every possibility that happens, but I can't see it. City have to go basically 8 games, an 8-game winning run. If City win the remaining 8 league games, yes, I think they win the league because Arsenal will give them chances. But as it stands, no, I don't think they are gonna. I don't think they are gonna lose the league at the minute. Here's Sporting Lisbon. Good block. Good defending that from Zubimendi. And he takes the foul as well. Good defending. Very good defending. Three Star says, went for an interview today. The boss of the firm said, can you perform under pressure? I told him no, but I can do a brilliant Bohemian Rhapsody. 3 Star, get out the stream now. That's a horrendous joke. I love it though. Absolutely love it. Ethan, how's it going? I'm very good, mate. How are you? LJ, sorry guys, I have to go. Hey, no worries, mate. Take it easy. Good to see you as always. See you on the next one, maybe. Craig's him. I like Ben White. Very decent second choice right back. He's having a hell of a time at the minute, though, isn't he? It's not quite working out. Long throw forward. And Broken Verdict. I want Millwall to go up. Never been to the Den. Wasn't even born the last time they were in the league. Here's Gyökeres over to Madueke on the right-hand side. Chance for Arsenal. Madueke. And again, he plays it backwards. Plays it backwards. It's so net. Look at that. Look at that from Odegaard. Absolutely shocking. Oh, it's so poor from Martin Odegaard. And now Sporting on the counter-attack. Just under no pressure there, the captain. Just gave the ball away. It's so bad. So bad. If Arsenal really want to retain the title next year, they're going to have to get rid of him. And I don't see it happening. I've heard a lot of Arsenal fans say, oh yeah, we're going to get Morgan Rodgers. We're going to get this. We're going to get that. No chance. They're going to have Odegaard next year. This is why Eze is not going to the World Cup. Because they keep picking Martin Odegaard. Keep picking Martin Odegaard. Even when both of them are fit, they keep picking Martin Odegaard. And that's because he's the captain, so I understand it. Here's Madueke. Gets to the byline. Again, he's got to put the ball in earlier there. And then he dives, as per. You can't do that. That's the worst thing for a centre-forward, isn't it? Winger gets to the byline, centre-forward's waiting for the cross, put it in early, and he checks back. He checks back, and by that point, all the defence is reset, and Gyökeres doesn't know when to run. Must be an absolute nightmare, because at least the wingers at Sporting put the ball in early. That's what he always wanted, Gyökeres. They don't do that at Arsenal. It's always back and inside. It's all over the place. Okay, Maguru, Eze's going and you know it. That's why you keep mentioning it. Yeah, how did he do in the squad last time out? There's no room for Eze. Absolutely no room for Eze. Foden's ahead of Eze. Palmer. Morgan Rodgers. Bellingham. There's no way he's taking Eze. No way. Broken verdict, Madueke is trash. 50 million down the drain. Madueke's diving again. Timbo, I'm glad that Madueke left Chelsea so I can now freely say how shit he is. It's just his final ball. I actually quite like him. Like when he gets the ball, he's very direct. I like that. But he's got to be so frustrated as an Arsenal fan to see it. Do you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me a lot of Ryan Babel. Ryan Babel. He was exactly the same. Could beat a man, bags of pace, always got to the byline, and then he was always chopping back and doing step overs. And you were like, just do the simple stuff. Just put it in the box. It's dead easy. Dead easy. Put it in the box. DC, and actually, he wasn't as good as Zaha. Madueke reminds me of Sam Maximan. Sam Maximan was better, I think. Yeah, I think Sam Maximan was better. Neuer's on fire. Oh, now Madrid are taking the game to Bayern. Timbo says people saying Madueke are better than Bowen should be done for hate crime. Yeah, no, Jared Bowen's definitely miles better. I would be taking Jared Bowen to the World Cup. The way he performed in that Leeds game, in the FA Cup the other day, he was absolutely unreal, unplayable. Fabulous player. St. Maximan was amazing skill-wise, but final product was very poor. And it's landed on the roof of the net, that one. Shell, what team do you support, Timbo? He's a Chelsea fan, Shell. Big Chelsea fan is Timbo. Arsenal can't deal with those over-the-top through balls. Yeah. It is the long balls over the top, and if anything, I think that's what Liverpool need to do tomorrow against. That's what needs to happen tomorrow against PSG. Liverpool have to play direct over the top, over the press, but we haven't really got the players to do it. I'm hoping Slot's got something tactically worked out that he might be able to figure something out. Here we go. It's a corner kick here for Arsenal, sorry. Ball whipped in. Near post, punched away, well done, keeper. And it's a goal kick. Yeah, Chelsea fan, Shell. But he likes Everton due to their mutual dislike of Liverpool. It's mad how Peter Schmeichel played for Sporting Lisbon. I still think it's mad that he had like a full-on... he played at City and he played at Villa as well. And he joined United at 30 years of age. He had such a long career and played for loads of other clubs. Neil James, do you think Chelsea will ever win the Premier League with this model? Hey, that's a massive claim for a foul. Come on, ref. Saliba wrestling with him on the halfway line again. Luis Suarez gets up. Tell you what. Craig is in. I met Anne Hathaway a couple of years ago. She was wearing an Arsenal top with Trossard on the back. Yeah, have you seen that cringe video of her singing North London Forever? No, I don't think Chelsea will win the Premier League using this particular model. I think this particular model is probably geared up towards profit, and maybe it's kind of, let's do a massive initial outlay and then write it off via various selling of hotels that we already own to other companies in the group and all that sort of stuff that they're getting away with. But they've made massive, massive losses. Spent more money on agents than anybody else. It's going to be very, very difficult for Chelsea to avoid a points deduction, maybe. I don't know how they're going to manage it. And then how are they going to actually build on what they've actually got? Because if you look at the squad at the minute, they probably need 3 or 4 fresh faces if they're going to compete for the title next year, let's say. I think Chelsea basically need a full new defence. Probably need 3 defenders and a goalkeeper. Do you rate Gabriel? I think he's overrated. No. No, I don't think he's I don't think he's overrated. Well, it depends. I guess in some circles he is overrated, right? Yellow card for Sporting Lisbon there. Don't think it was a yellow, that, to be honest. But Morita, I think, has been fouled. Or, sorry, he's fouled Trossard. Yeah, no, I didn't think that was a foul. If it was, it wasn't a yellow anyway. It was one of them. It was a funny one, that. You're not getting a yellow for that. I think the referee's desperate to just hand one out to someone. Yeah, he gets the ball. That's silly. That's so bad from the ref. He literally gets the ball. He gets the ball. That's ridiculous, isn't it? That's the sort of... And then Trossard jumps over him and dives on the floor like he's been shot. That's so bad. Arsenal fans can't support that. Come on. You can't support that. That's not good. You've got to call it out when you see it. You've got to. You've absolutely got to call it out when you see it. That's a foul. That's not a foul. It's a dive. It's a total dive. And he's got him a yellow card, and it's a free kick. Free kick to Arsenal. Here we go. We've got Penders and Anselmino on loan, while Emega and Quenda join at the end of the season. Yeah, and Barco as well looks like he's joining, right? Seth, can someone tell me who is shit on Wrexham? And to be honest, they're all shit. I don't get what the question is. Don't agree that we need a whole new defence, to be honest. We just need one leader back there for Chelsea. Colwill and Chalobah are good centre-backs, but we need an experienced leader next to one of them. I think you need a goalkeeper. I think you need... I would say you need two centre-backs, because you can't rely on Colwill to stay fit, and Chalobah is not a centre-back you want starting in a title race. He's a backup. He's a third choice or a fourth choice centre-back. He's like your version of Joe Gomez for me. Colwill could be a starter if he's fit, but he's rarely fit. He's like, you need two. You need two new centre-backs, I think. Oh, now Suarez has been booked and he misses the second leg at the Emirates. That's massive. That's massive for Arsenal. Arsenal have just got Sporting star man out of the game in the second leg. There you go. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Same old Arsenal, always cheating. Foul all day. And Hiller says Arsenal does that all the time. It's so bad, innit? I just can't understand how they're getting away with it. Bastoni and Scalvini, the dream centre-backs for Chelsea. Mate, Bastoni's dreadful. He's been absolutely dreadful for about 18 months. He's totally lost. He's lost it, Bastoni. You'd be better off getting one of these two, Inacio or Diamand. I mean, even these two I'm not sure about, but Diamand, probably the better of the two. Timbo, Chalobah could win a league next to a Van Dijk like Gomez did, I suppose, is my point. We need our Alisson and Van Dijk. The rest of the defence would just naturally improve. Oh, well, you only need an Alisson and a Van Dijk. That's not too hard to find, I guess. You'll piss it then, if you only need those two. Who's playing better, says Kai. Well, I think both teams have maybe had chances. Sporting have hit the bar. Arsenal put a corner in that sort of grazed the crossbar, but Sporting smashed the crossbar after 5 minutes. They've worked David Raya a few times. Arsenal haven't really done a whole lot since then, but they've been more in the game. They've probably dominated possession. But I think total shots on target, Sporting are winning. Sporting have had more shots on target. John says every single Premier League team cheat and dive. That's why the Championship is better to watch. There's not one Big Six team that doesn't cheat and dive. That suggests to me you're a bit of a Championship. There's a bit of Championship bias there, John. I think every team, whether in the Premier League or not, dives. Sporting have no cutting edge, frankly. Right, listen, they were only the width of a crossbar away from being 1-0 up after 5 minutes. And on such fine margins, our game's often decided. Timbo, you get the point I'm making. We don't need 50 signings. No, you don't need 50. You don't need 50, but I do think 3. I think 3 is a minimum at the back. And most of it is down the centre of your spine. I also think you probably need to replace Enzo Fernandez. I think you probably need to replace maybe Andre Santos, maybe Lavia, assuming he can't get fit. I don't know. The midfield area and the centre-backs don't quite look as settled. Centre-forward's okay. I mean, although saying that, I saw a stat today that said that João Pedro has scored and assisted. He's basically been involved in the same number of goals that Nicholas Jackson did when he played for Chelsea. So it's not a massive upgrade. Literally, it's exactly the same. Nicholas Jackson, same number of goals, same number of assists as João Pedro. Lau says Sporting will lose this tie, whatever happens tonight. Arsenal blast them away at the Emirates. Listen, I personally think there's a real chance tonight that Sporting could pinch a 1-0 and take it to the Emirates. And if they do, they can make it stubborn and make it difficult for Arsenal. I don't think that'll happen. Like I said, my prediction's 3-1 to Arsenal, but having seen the opening 35 minutes of the game, I think 1-0 to either side is maybe more likely. If Sporting do get a 1-0 here, then I don't think it's out of the question that they could, hold Arsenal to a draw. No, not at all. Bayern v Real is the only tie that's close. I would say what you've said there is whatever happens in the Bayern Real game, it's not really of any consequence, the first tie, because if Bayern are 2-0 up tonight, Real Madrid can go and win 2-0 at the Allianz, can't they? I don't think that's the same with this one. Baguwami says, I'm watching from Uganda. Lots of Uganda, mate. Neil James, do you think Arsenal will win the Premier League? Yes, absolutely they will. 100% confident. Timbo, Nicholas Jackson was never that bad. He just got too many stupid reds. He was like your John Duran, wasn't he? Real Madrid 0, Bayern 1. Bayern have scored. Luis Diaz as well. Luis Diaz. Tell you what, they're still pressing high, Sporting. Sporting over to the right-hand side. Lucho. That's hurt you, Key. No, not at all. Not at all. I have no issue with us selling Luis Diaz. I think it was the right thing to do. Even now, I still think it was the right thing to do. Nothing wrong with selling Luis Diaz. I just think we needed to replace him, and we didn't. Sporting over to the right-hand side. Oh, go on. Hit it. They fanny around with it far too much, these at the edge of the box. Just have a go. Have a strike. He's not that good, this keeper. If you have a strike against David Raya, you've got every chance. Great ball through. Go on. Get it in the box. Another one. Fucking hell. Have these been watching Mikel Arteta in training? All they're doing is knocking it side to side. That's it. Have a strike, lad. Unlucky. It's better. Much better. Do that more often. You've got Super Cody Gakpo. Yeah, well, that's it. We didn't replace Diaz. Diaz was number 1 last season. Cody Gakpo was the backup. This season, we've got Cody Gakpo and a 16-year-old kid. Go figure. Gamer Guru says, Dommy's all right. We'll have our opinions. You just hate he gives Arsenal credit and hates City more. Madhouse, I have Portuguese heritage. So I'm hoping Sporto do these arrogant bums. Arsenal, far post, good claim from the keeper. We'll take that. We'll take that all day. Come on. Munich have scored. They have indeed. Tight on the toffees. That Madrid left back might need to be subbed. Madrid left back, is it? Oh, what's his name? I know who you mean. The little one, little fella. Yeah, he had a bit of a nightmare against Atletico Madrid as well, him. Sporting, getting forward again, but just not able to get the final ball right. They're just under hitting passes and taking an extra touch when they don't need to. They've got to be a bit more clinical in that final third. Diaz acted like a shadow running on the pass from Gnabry. Oh, is it Carreras? Oh, I thought it was the other fella. What's his name? Not Carreras. Fran Garcia. Yeah, Fran Garcia's a decent left back when he wants to be, but Carreras has been a bit hit and miss, hasn't he? Neil, do you play Salah tomorrow or do you bench him? If it was up to me, I would bench him. But I don't think we will. I think he'll start. Was the yellow for Suarez for mouthing off? I believe so. So that suggests to me maybe he just doesn't fancy London. Maybe he's not wanting to go to London. Madrid dangerous free kick. John Solo says Sporting to win. Luke says, why were you watching Deluded? Who? Me. Oh, the guy with the strike and it's gone wide. 3 minutes to half time. Timbo says the Salah replacements aren't good enough to be worth all the noise and nonsense that will happen if Salah's benched. Yeah. It's not. I mean, I would put Frimpong there, but I can also understand Salah not. Maybe putting Salah at centre forward. Because Salah at centre forward might do a better job than Ekatike recently. Gabriel now having words with Luis Suarez. Them two. I'll tell you what, he's going to get sent off him, Luis Suarez. He's like his namesake. Why is it every Luis Suarez is hot-tempered? They're all hot-tempered. They're all feisty, Luis Suarez's. Oh, here we go, Sporting. I've got a chance here. Go on, lad. Sporting over to the left-hand side. Suarez didn't get booked. It's Agate v England all over again if the ref actually books him. He has booked him. It came up on Amazon Prime and said Suarez booked. And it's saying so far. Actually, no. On Flash Scores, it's not Luis Suarez booked. But it did say on Amazon Prime that he had been booked. I always thought Salah would move up front like Ronaldo when he loses the ability to move. He doesn't... Do you know what? He's not a good enough finisher. Ian, what's the score key? Score's currently Sporting 0, Arsenal 0, mate. Half-time in the Real Madrid-Bayern game. There's still a minute or two left here with extra time as well to come. Sarah, I saw one of them football things about 2 years ago. Decided to go to a stream. He asked me what team I support. Oh, nice. This is it. Responsible, sensible, dedicated Sarah. I'm not surprised to hear that, Sarah. And tell him, much respect from me. I appreciate his work. And congratulations on his recent success. I saw he'd been given an award, hasn't he? Been given an award. I think it was Best Newcomer. Was it Best Newcomer at the Content Awards or something like that? I remember thinking, how's he got Best Newcomer? He's been at it for years, hasn't he? He's been at it since 2016, but fair play to him. Absolutely fantastic. He's a good player. He's a good content creator. I like him a lot. A lot of people have said, to be fair, they'd like to see me do when it was what was we talking about? The program, the panel show. I lost my words then. The panel show. Yeah, he was one of the names that was put forth to me. Right, it's half-time here in Lisbon. Sporting Lisbon 0, Arsenal 0. Not really that surprising. We've had a bit of scaffolding. We've had a little bit of a Gabriel having a whinge to the referee. No surprise there. We've had a little bit of Arsenal diving. Sporting have hit the crossbar. They've definitely given Arsenal pause for thought. And I still think there's a game on here. Right. Probably even the Luis Suarez from the 60s was the same. Okay, can you tell me the top 15? This is our halftime quiz, by the way. Halftime quiz. We do this every single day on the channel where we watch football every single day. You'll know that if you've been here before. We do a halftime quiz in every single game. Can you tell me in the chat the top 15 Premier League Portuguese players by number of appearances that haven't played for top 6 clubs? Haven't played for top 6 clubs. Premier League Portuguese players by number of appearances. Get your answers in the chat. Who is it? Answers in the chat. The most appeared Portugueses in Premier League history that haven't played for top 6 clubs in the Premier League. Quiz question 1 answer is Robbie Fowler. 3-star. Where can we vote for the best content creator award? I don't know, mate. I think it's towards the end of the year. I don't know. And I don't know if it's a voting system. I'm very new to this, so I have no idea. I think you have to get nominated first as well. So, yeah, I have no idea. Moutinho. Yes, Moutinho is in there. He is 3rd. Rui Patricio is 7th. Semedo is 4th. Ruben Neves is 2nd. Ricardo Vazte, well done. Ricardo Vazte, former Bolton and West Ham centre-forward. Ricardo Vazte is there. Not Trincao, though. Not Trincao. No, he only briefly played in the Prem. Jose Sa is right, though. Jose Sa is 5th. Not Palhinha. No, Palhinha's played for Spurs, which, in spite of what some people say, are still a top 6 club. Deco is 16th. So Deco just misses out, Javier Meza. Good to see you again, sir. But Deco just misses out. He's 16th in the list. Pedro Neto plays for Chelsea, of course, now. Vinagre. Not Vinagre, no. We've got Jose Sa. We've got Ruben Neves. We've got Moutinho, Semedo, Patricio, Vazte. There's still more to get. And obviously, yeah, and Deco played for Chelsea as well. Yeah, Deco played for Chelsea, but he is 16th in the list. Well, yeah, he wouldn't be 16th, would he? Silly. He's not in there. Who's been the better side? Just tuned in. I think Sporting have been the better in terms of the top end of the pitch. They've had more chances, but Arsenal have dominated possession. You can see that. The stats are just on the right-hand side right now. That might give you a bit more of an indication, but I would say right now it's quite even. Sporting hit the bar after 5 minutes. They've had some chances. They've worked David Raya, but I would say it's quite balanced. Does Jota count if we only include Wolves appearances? No, because of course he did play for Liverpool. God rest his soul. Andre Gomez, Timbo. Well done. Andre Gomez is the Everton only. Still playing, I think, as well, Andre Gomez, isn't he? Ricardo Pereira, Leicester. Yes, Ricardo Pereira is there. He's 6th. You've still not got number 1. Totti is right. Yes, Totti Gomez at Wolves. He's number 8. Fabio Silva is 13th. One of the worst signings in Wolves history. Fabio Silva's there. We've got Ruben Neves. We've got Fabio Silva. We've got Vazte, Andre Gomez, Totti, Patricio, Ricardo Pereira, Jose Sa, Semedo, Moutinho, Ruben Neves. You've got 10 out of 15 so far. Not Carvalho, no. Fabio Carvalho, Ricardo Carvalho, both of those have played for top 6 clubs. Bo Morte. No, Bo Morte played for Arsenal. Raul Meireles played for Liverpool, played for Chelsea. Not Helder Costa, no. Jose Fonte is first, yeah. Jose Fonte first for Southampton. How many of the remaining players are Wolves players? One. You've got, so far, you've got 1, 2, 3, you've got 4 left to get. And they all played for different clubs. But one of them did play for Wolves. Not Goncalo Guedes, no. Not Nelson Oliveira, no. Not Andre Silva. No, not Jota Silva. No, there's one player for Wolves. And then there is a player who is still in the Premier League. And the other 2 have retired. So, two players are still active. 2 players have retired of the 4 that you've got left to get. One of them played for Wolves. One of them plays right now for West Ham. That might give the game away. Have we said João Moutinho? We have, yes. So the ones you've got... The question is, the halftime quiz is the Portuguese players with the most appearances in the Premier League that never played for top 6 Premier League clubs. So Fonte's in there, Ruben Neves of Wolves, Moutinho, Semedo, Jose Sá, Ricardo Pereira, Rui Patricio, Totti Gomez, Andre Gomez, Ricardo Vazte, and Fabio Silva. 4 left to get. 4 left to get. Matheus Fernandes, well done. Matheus Fernandes of West Ham and Southampton might well be a Liverpool player or a United player this summer. He's been linked to both, so maybe Matheus Fernandes could well be a top 6 player after this summer. Not Adama, no, Adama's Spanish. Daniel Podence, yes, Daniel Podence, whatever way you want to call it. He's 11th. Daniel Podence is 11th. 2 left to get. Did Renato Sanchez make enough to be on the list? He didn't, no. Not Renato Sanchez. Not João Gomez. Not Bruno Andrade. Not Goncalo Guedes. Not Paulo Futre. No, none of them. Not Quina. No. So the 2 that are left, both are retired. One of them, I'll level with you. One of them, I'd never heard of. I'd never even heard of him. But he moved to the Premier League from Porto in about 1998. And he did a couple of seasons. He was a right back. I would never have got it. Then, the one that you will get is another one who moved to the Premier League from Porto just after they won the Champions League. He played in that Porto Champions League winning side. He was a fullback and he moved to the Premier League. That should get you it. No, we've already got Font. We've already got Jose Font. He was number 1. Not Chumiti. It's João Palhinha, Spurs are shit. Not Mateus Mane. Not Bosingwa. No, not Bosingwa. He is a fullback who played for Porto in that side, but there's another one. There's another one who came. Not Paulo Ferreira. He's another one. It's not him. We've already got Vazte. So he moved to the Prem a year before I was born. Class. Just to give you a bit of a outside chance. Not Paulo Ferreira, no. It was... Do we have Moutinho? Yes, we have Moutinho. We have Fabio Silva, Matheus Fernandes, Daniel Podence, Vazte, Andre Gomez, Totti, Rui Patricio, Ricardo Pereira of Leicester, Jose Sá, the Wolves goalkeeper, Semedo, Moutinho, Ruben Neves, and Jose Font is number 1. That is your top 15 Premier League Portuguese players by most appearances in the league for non-top 6 clubs. Not Hugo Viana. Which Prem club did they play for? They played for Everton. There you go. Andy's got it. It's Nuno Valente. Nuno Valente. Long-haired, played for Everton. He was absolutely garbage, but he came in from Porto. So Nuno Valente is the answer. And the final one, which I'll tell you, because honestly, you're not going to get. We'd be here all night. 1998, he came to Aston Villa from Porto. He was a right back. Nelson, his name was. As soon as I saw it, I was like, hey? But he made like 50-odd appearances in the Premier League across a couple of seasons. I would never have got it. And I remember I watched Porto back then. That was the Mario Jardel side and everything. It was a good Porto side, but I don't remember him. So yeah, Nelson joined Aston Villa. He might have been one of the first Portuguese players to play in the Prem actually in '98. But he's there, and that is the top 15 Portuguese players by most appearances in the Premier League for non-top 6 clubs. Number 15 was Everton right-back Nuno Valente. Number 14 was Aston Villa right-back Nelson. 13 was Fabio Silva, the Wolves flop. 12 was Matias Fernandes, who I really, really like. I think he'd be a great signing for someone in the top 6, Liverpool included, in the summer. 11 is Podence, who I think is now back in... Is he at Olympiacos, or did he go back to Greece? I can't remember where he is now, but he came to Wolves again. Vazte is 10th. Vazte played for West Ham, played for Bolton under Sam Allardyce. Number 9 is Everton centre-mid Andre Gomes. 8 is Totti Gomes. 7, Rui Patricio. 6, Ricardo Pereira of Leicester City. 5, Jose Sarr, the Wolves goalkeeper. 4, Ruben Semedo, another Wolves defender. 3, Moutinho, and 2, Neves, Ruben Neves, both of Wolves. And number 1, a non-Wolves player in this list, the most appearances of a Portuguese player in the Prem, is Font, Jose Font, who, by the way, Jose Font, I think is still playing to this day, even in his 40s. I think he's 41, and he's playing for Casa Pia in the Portuguese Premier League. And this is why, when Gyökeres signed for Arsenal, I was like, it's no wonder he's banging that many in. He's playing against Jose Font at 41 years of age. And as good as Jose Font was, I imagine at 41 he's quite slow. And they play a high line in Portugal quite a lot. Has Madueke really been inconsistent so far, especially considering his price? I think Madueke's price is more reflective of his age and the fact that he was coming from one English club to another. I think if he was at PSV and he was that, he'd probably be in maybe 25, 30 million. The fact that he was going from Chelsea to Arsenal was, what was it, 50, 55 he ended up paying? HK, did Gamer Guru ever return? Yep, Gamer Guru has returned. He's been back in. We like him a lot. Don't give him any stick. He's a nice fella. For an Arsenal fan, he's okay. We like him. What are we saying? Razine, Yoki, how's the Arsenal game going? Kimmich and Gnabry having a great game for Bayern. I think the Arsenal game is going maybe as I expected it to go. I thought Arsenal... Actually, no, it's not. I thought Arsenal would win this one 3-0, maybe 3-1. And it's been a lot tighter, and Sporting have done a lot better than I thought. But when I saw the Arsenal lineup, it did throw me a little bit. I didn't think they'd go with that lineup. I didn't think they'd have that many players missing. And it's quite a... It's quite a limited approach from an attacking point of view from Mikel Arteta, and that's I think he's very restrained, he's very risk averse anyway, but he's quite delicate. He's gone in quite delicate, hasn't he? Timbo, quiz question key, who were the first team to field an entirely foreign first 11 in the Prem? That was Arsenal in 2006, I believe. 2006. HK says, Key, I think you're watching the wrong game, mate. The Madrid-Bayern game is like 1,000,000 times better. You better switch games at half-time. This game has been a snooze fest. How would you know? How would you know? How would you know it's been a snooze fest? Surely if the Real Madrid-Bayern game has been 1,000,000 times better, you wouldn't know if this has been a snooze fest. Wrong, it was Chelsea in 99. Was it really? Arsenal was squad, wasn't it? Arsenal there wasn't a single English player in the entire squad, 2006. There was no English player on the bench. So yeah, Chelsea in 99, maybe that is, I will take your word for it. Chelsea in 99, but it is 2006 for Arsenal, the most, an entirely English lineup, including the bench. Who would be your favourite to win the Champions League right now? For me, it's PSG. I still think Arsenal. HK, because I've been watching both games, one on my TV and the other on my phone. Well, you can't have been paying attention then, because this one's been a good one. I like it. I think it's been a good game. Great Sasanu says, Liverpool fan here, hey Key, score prediction for our tomorrow's game, mate. I think 1-1. Liverpool will get a draw tomorrow. I think a draw. Daddy O says, I remember a big thing made out of an Arsenal team doing that. Yeah, they did. He got a lot of stick, Arsene Wenger. 2006. First ever English team to name a fully thingy squad. Bayern have made it 2-0. 2-0. 2-0. Who scored? Harry Kane. Harry Kane. Bayern 2-0 up at Madrid. Straight into the second half. Goodness gracious me. Luke says, what a beautiful thing in a world with so many diverse people. Arsenal leading the way. Why? What happened? Arsenal leading the way in what? Excuse me. Luke says they said a foreign manager couldn't win the league. Did they? Yeah, fair enough. Creed, who had the better first half, Key? I think the better first half was probably Sporting. Marginally. Arsenal didn't do too badly. Arsenal probably dominated possession, but Sporting had more shots on target, I think, anyway, up to maybe towards the end that changed, but I think that's the case. Let's have a look at the stats again. Yeah, more shots on target, more shots for Sporting, more big chances. Yeah, and they hit the woodwork, of course, as well. So, and to be honest, look at that. Touches in the opposition box as well. 4 for Sporting, 5 for Arsenal. So it's actually, I mean, Arsenal have only had one more touch in the opposition half, and Sporting have had the better chances and more shots on target. So, yeah, it's quite close. Arsenal have maybe the possession edge, and it's still only 52-48. But no, I think Sporting, given the fact that they are the underdog in this one, I think they have had the better of the first half. That would be my opinion. Completely understand if you disagree. But it's very tight. Now Sporting down the left-hand side. Into the area. Ball whipped in, and it's going to be a corner to Sporting. Fast start. They're straight out the traps here, Sporting. Come on. Timbo says the Chelsea 11 was De Hoy, Petrescu, Ferrer, Leboeuf, Emerson, Thome. He was shocking, wasn't he? Babayaro, Di Matteo, Deschamps, Poyet, Ambrosetti. Ambrosetti and Flo, yeah. Ambrosetti. Do you remember Sam Dallabonna? He was about that time, wasn't he, as well? Here we go. Corner kick from Sporting Lisbon. Come on. Scaffolding FC. Oh, cleared away. Unlucky. Legend FK, who do Arsenal play if they go through? They play the winners of Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. Impressionable minds. Do you think Slot's days are numbered? No. No, I think he'll be Liverpool manager next season, and I certainly hope that's the case. Adam says, no yellow card for Suarez. UEFA clarification that it was for the guy that tackled Trossard. I mean, to be honest, the Suarez thing came up well after the Morita thing didn't it? I don't remember him because it was 1 year old. Oh, fair enough. Okay. Shane, why are you not backing English teams? Because I'm not a patriot, mate, and I couldn't give a toss about English teams. I'll watch for the underdog. I don't care about English teams. I'm not bothered. Doesn't matter to me one. And why you say it like it's English teams, like it's our best against their best. This Arsenal side's barely got an Englishman in it. They're not. It's not like it's, back in the day when it was, a load of cockneys in the Arsenal side. Let's back the English against the Portuguese. It's not the case, mate. It's a load of overpaid foreigners temporarily wearing the Arsenal shirt. So no, I'm not asked about an English side going through. Couldn't give a monkeys. Timbo, I don't remember. Oh, we've done that one. Sorry, Ahmed, I'm surprised how City lost 3-0 in the first leg. City played quite well in that first leg. Ryan says, Key, is Company the best manager this season? No. Not for me. Would Liverpool beat Munich? I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think over 2 legs, Liverpool can beat anyone left in this Champions League. Whether we will or not is another question entirely. But we can. We absolutely can. We've beaten Real Madrid. We've beaten Arsenal. We beat PSG last year. We only went out to PSG, and that was the great PSG that won the tournament. We only went out on penalties. We took PSG closer than anyone else, and we beat them at the Parc des Princes. So, listen, can we do it? Yes. Will we do it? I mean, I'm not mega confident, but I think we'll get not a point. I think we'll get a draw tomorrow. I think we'll take them back to Anfield still with a game to be had. I said Bromley would go on to win the game, and they are winning 2-1. Nice. Nice. Broken verdict. Why would I back an English team when what United fan would want Liverpool winning? Oh, exactly, yeah. And that's been the case for decades, hasn't it? Every time United have been in Europe, I've cheered whoever they're playing. And the same with Liverpool, and I'm sure United cheered whoever we're playing. That's fair play to them. It's football. Strike from Trossard, miles wide. And Daddy O says, people ask questions like you're not a fan. Everyone backs their own team. Well, exactly. Timbo says, we're probably the most English team in the Big Six, ironically. James, Colwill, Chalobah, Tossin, Palmer, Delap. Yeah. Yeah, you have invested a lot in English players, to be fair. English players are very, very expensive nowadays, aren't they? Unless you're bringing them through your academy. English players have a huge premium. JB, no chance you get anything from PSG. Can't imagine you've watched much of PSG this season then. We watched PSG against Toulouse on Friday night, and believe me, they weren't impressive. They were not impressive at all. Definitely there to be got at. Butch Jonah, where is Isaac at? He's in Paris. He's travelled to Paris with the Liverpool squad. Oh, Sporting unlucky. Long ball over the top. Oh, Katamo couldn't quite reach it. Just realised David Raya's going for the long hair like Alisson. Arsenal players have no shame, just like the fans. And Gittins, yeah, of course. Ahmed says, as a Chelsea fan, I like English teams to reach semi-finals or final. It's good for the Prem, but not to win it. Fair enough. I don't mind that. Legend FK says, we've watched a lot of Liverpool and even less impressive we've been. No, I know, but the point still stands that I'm not making the argument that we've been better than PSG. Again, that would be a gross misinterpretation of what I said. What I said was Liverpool have performed in big games, right? And we've turned up against the big teams and won, right? We've done it this season. Even when we've been really bad, we've done it this season. And we did it last season as well under Arne Slot with a similar side. It's a very different one, but it is somewhat similar still. I'm not saying we will go and get a draw against PSG, but I'm absolutely saying we can. The idea that they're going to wipe the floor with us is nonsense, based off the fact that people think it's the PSG from last year. If you've watched PSG this season, in many ways they've been just as careless and reckless as we have. Prince Rupert says, is Isaac fit now? He's not fit, no, but he's gone on the plane with the squad. I don't think actually he's going to get any game time. I don't imagine he gets on the pitch, but he'll probably be on the bench maybe. Creed says, sir, my dad started to take me to games, was there at Wembley when we got promoted. Never looked back. And Shahid says, that's true, Key. We've played our best in the Champions League. That's true, yeah. That's it. We've played our best in the Champions League, has been all season. And if we avoid defeat tomorrow, that'll be a really, really good result. However it happens, even if we get battered all game and we somehow get out of there with a 0-0 or a 1-1, I'll take it. I'll snatch your hand off now. We went there and beat them last year. So we'll have to be careful no matter what. But Anfield can be the difference maker if the fans turn up. Right, free kick for Arsenal, 52nd minute. Big opportunity for them if they get the delivery right here. It's Odegaard who's going to put it in, left-footed. Oh, hey, he went for goal there, I think. Or did he just overshoot it? But it's tipped over the bar. Tipped over the bar from Silva. Adam, can we recall Elliott quickly before tomorrow? Why? Where would you play him? I'm not sure I'd want him. Don't think Harvey Elliott gets in even this Liverpool side, to be honest. It'd be nice to have an option on the bench, but I'm not sure he gets in. Doesn't make a massive difference to us. I'm nervous about Kvara. He's incredibly good. Yeah, listen, Kvara's brilliant. But yeah, then again, I know what you're saying. Elliott scored last year in that tie, didn't he? Daddy-O, as much as Arsenal only need a draw, really, with the second leg at home, we really need to nick one just for a boost. It's gone again. It's going to be another corner to Arsenal. Corners, corners, corners for the Gunners. Alfie says Elliott 100% gets in over Salah with a different manager at least. I actually think the manager would quite happily drop Mo Salah if he had another like a reasonable alternative. Maybe if he did have Harvey Elliott, he would play him, because Salah's been god-awful all season. The manager has dropped him already. I just don't think he's had really any alternative to put in. Like, Chiesa's not an alternative, is he? Chiesa can't stay fit. He can't play 90 minutes. He's been called up to the Italy squad and been sent back. Far post, Sporting get it away. Oh, hey, now they've got a big chance. Oh, David Raya. Lucky, lucky boy, David Raya. Go on, lad. Now he's down. Go on, hit it. Hit it. Oh, David Raya was off his line. Now Sporting on the counter-attack. If they'd have just got there a bit sooner. Oh, they were so close to being in one-on-one there, Sporting. Long ball in and straight out. Oh, that was lucky, lucky. Lucky, lucky. What do you make of that Diamande at Sporting? He's a bit like Canate in many ways. He's a physical specimen, an absolute monster. Like, really good aerially, quick across the ground, wins most of his physical duels. Just a little bit chaotic, maybe, on the ball. And Canate's a little bit like that as well. He's so big and strong, and like his biggest attribute is that he can win everything. But he's not maybe as... I think he would need another centre-back alongside him in terms of distribution. I'm not sure how Premier League ready he is, I would say. But he's a good player. He's a very, very talented player. I can see why Crystal Palace wanted him. And I think he would have been a really, really good option for them in a back three. In a back three, probably makes more sense than in a back two, I think. Timbo says Harvey Elliott is a number 10 born a decade too late. I love that analogy. Yes, I agree. If he was born a bit earlier, Harvey Elliott would have been a wonderful player. User 688, any score key? No, 0-0. 0-0. Legend FK, what is it about Chiesa? Fragile body, fragile mind, allegedly. He's used that term. He said that he's both physically and mentally not being ready to start matches. And I think that has as much to do with the fact that he's had really big injuries and maybe he's got a case of not trusting his body enough, if you know what I mean. Like, he doesn't want to kind of do that sprint because he might pull up again, or he doesn't want to turn sharply in case his knee goes. And for that reason, he makes different movements on the pitch. John says, Adam Odegaard looks exhausted every time he plays. Worst centre attacking mid in the Prem. Can't believe he's their captain. Don't see how people rate Odegaard whatsoever. A few years ago, Martin Odegaard was fantastic, but he has had a fall off, hasn't he? I think his injuries haven't helped, but he is a tidy player. I think maybe if he was to go to another league, maybe I actually think he could thrive still in the Premier League, but he needs to play in a different system. I actually don't think Mikel Arteta's system suits him. That's really good play. Sporting win it back. Zubamendi giving the ball away cheaply. Odegaard and Zubamendi have both been really guilty of giving the ball away so cheaply tonight. Not good from Arsenal. Down the right-hand side, good tackle from Calafiori. Needed to be won as well, and it's a corner to Sporting. Needed to win that one. Timbo says, broken verdict. It's also because the English teams are richer. There's an English premium because the quota, the English teams aren't so desperate to sell for money. Odegaard is a really good playmaker. He's just struggling with injury. I actually don't mind Odegaard, but I think, injuries have really took the toll on him. Ball got whipped in from Sporting. Cleared away by Arsenal. Alfie, wish Liverpool were able to hold on to Diaz for at least another season. We just needed to replace him. It's really not that deep. Luis Diaz is a very, very talented player, but he looks better in Bayern because of the fact that it's Bayern. Because of the fact that the Bundesliga is so massively different to the Premier League, less physical. And he said that, hasn't he? Luis Diaz has walked in and said, this is brilliant. This is like when you play, if you're a snooker player and you go and play pool, it's easy. If you're a snooker player and you go and play pool, everything becomes 10 times easier. It's the exact same thing with Luis Diaz and Bayern Munich. Plus, he's playing with Harry Kane, for God's sake. I mean, if you've got Harry Kane in front of you, everything becomes easier. Vinny with a big miss for Real Madrid. Daddy O says, I hate to say it and jump on the bandwagon, but we need Max Darman on to run at them. Max Darman's probably the only one that you've got that will really have a good go at these tonight on your bench. This ref doesn't want either team to score from corners. It's mad how important Darman is becoming already. They need him on. Is that not just... It's kind of like Rio and Gamoa for us, though. Is that not a gross failure of the club and the management this season? Like, for Liverpool, it's quite obvious. We just sold Luis Diaz and didn't replace him. For Arsenal, I think if I was Mikel Arteta, or even if I was an Arsenal fan, and Max Darman is our best attacking, output... listen, he's a talented youngster, but I'd be looking at the manager and going, we've got some brilliant attackers. Why are they not doing what he's doing? He's picking the ball up and just running at the opposition. He's got no fear. He's just running at the opposition. And I'm telling you, the longer he stays with Mikel Arteta, he'll get that coached out of him. It's the exact same thing as what's happened with Martinelli. Martinelli was like that. Martinelli used to run. Just get at the fullback. Just go at him. And he doesn't do that now, does he? Every time he's got the ball, he turns back. He cuts inside. It slows the game down. And it's the same with Darman. I'm telling you, Darman, I really hope he doesn't lose that edge. I hope he doesn't. Shell, night, everyone. Take care. Take it easy. See you soon, lovely. Hope you're feeling good. It's a sad indictment on the rest of Arsenal attackers. And against Southampton, Darman was a breath of fresh air. He's a talented player, there's no doubt. Youthful exuberance, that's the one. Youthful exuberance. Do you think Gakpo will go? He's one of several, I think, that could go. I think, like I said yesterday, I think there's probably 7, maybe 8 players at Liverpool who will leave. And Gakpo's, well, actually maybe 9. 7 to 9, I would say, will leave in the summer. And Gakpo and McAllister are the 2 that I've got question marks over. I think Gomez will go. Kanate, unless he signs a new contract. I'd hope he does sign a new contract. But if he doesn't, Kanate, Gomez, Robertson, that's 3 gone from our defence. Endo will go. Curtis will almost certainly go. I hope so anyway. Curtis and Endo go. Then you're looking at McAllister possibly. And then in the front 3, I think Salah and Chiesa are certainties. And probably Gakpo as well. Gamer Guru, Martinelli's biggest issue is he never looks up enough, just head down and smacks it. Martinelli was neck and neck with Saka until a year or 2 ago. I still prefer Martinelli now. If you offered me, as a Liverpool fan, Saka or Martinelli, I'm not even kidding, I'd genuinely go for Martinelli. I genuinely think he's got a higher ceiling. And plus, I like the type of player that Martinelli is, that he is that head down and he runs at the fullback, he stretches teams. He makes mistakes, he'll give the ball away, but I like that. I like that about him. He takes a chance and if you've got a manager that encourages that type of approach, I think he's a match winner. Whereas Saka is unbelievable, but he's kind of a lot more disciplined, isn't he? I think he's probably better for an Arteta system. Here's Gyökeres into the box, gives the ball back, good strike, good goal, very good goal that from Arsenal. That's a really, really good finish from Zubimendi. And do you know what? It has been coming second half. It has been coming, and that might just kill the tie. The linesman's being asked a question here, though. Oh. Come on, then. Come on, then. Go on, then. Let's have a check. Are we going to have a check? The linesman's being asked a question here. Oh, he's pointed to the halfway line. What an absolute joke that is. Oh, he's offside! He's off! He's off! Whoa! Key, are you going to check for offside on that one? Yeah, because he's offside! Go on then, Cock! Go on then, Cock! He's offside! It's going to get ruled out, that one. Way! He's offside! He's offside! Tell me they're not going to give that. Tell me they're not going to give that. Have they given it? Tell me they're not going to give that. He's offside. Yes, thank God. He's offside. Get in there. Yes. Oh, it's brilliant. Are we getting a check on that, please, sir? We got a check, and it's a great one. Yeah, we love it. Oh, whoo. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Go on, we got the check we wanted. Oh, Sporting are still pushing. Come on, that's your wake-up call. That is your wake-up call, Sporting. That's your wake-up call. Go and get at him. Oh, I love it. Happy you got the check right for once, Key. Fucking hell, as if they had to show the lines for that. Jesus Christ. You could drive a bus through that gap. Broken verdict. I've never seen someone run players down until they are literally on their knees. 1 billion spent and still overusing players. Chimey, by the way, Key doesn't hate Arsenal. I don't hate Arsenal, I'm just glad. I'm just glad we've still got a game to watch. Because if that had gone in, we'd have had 25 minutes of absolute dross. Teaching Tony was watching on silent, just scrolling on my phone. Then I saw the movements and assumed Arsenal scored. No, just an offside goal. Hey, wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. I absolutely hate Arsenal, says Broken Verdict. Key's just a massive Sporting fan. It's true. Love Sporting Lisbon. They are my Portuguese side. Come on, Sporting. Some of us have money on that. Well, see, that's your fault. That's your own fault, that, Teaching Tony. You will back him. You will back Arsenal. Silly. Silly, silly, silly. Creed, Saka reminds me of Messi at times. Messi? In what sense? In what sense does Saka remind you of Messi? Portuguese, that's me. All we need now is a Sporting goal. Yes, Andy. Love it. James says, surely a 0-0 is a good result for Arsenal. Sporting's away form is not great. Well, you say that. You say that. But Sporting are absolutely capable of going and winning at the Emirates, aren't they? They've beaten the Mikel Arteta side at the Emirates before, have they not? And knocked Arsenal out of Europe before under Mikel Arteta, have they not? I'm telling you they can do it. They can defo do it. It's only Arsenal. Lads, it's Arsenal. It's Arsenal. Southampton handed their arse to these the other day. It's Arsenal. Saka reminds me of Messi in that he is also a footballer. Yeah. They've both got S's in their surname. I think that's probably where the comparison stops, really. That's a goal kick, ref. Well done. That's a goal kick. He'll take that. Government name unknown. Would you take Madueke at Liverpool if we couldn't get Elise? I think he's an effective player. He is an effective player, and would I take him at Liverpool? Yes, but I think it would only be in the same way that Arsenal have him, as kind of like an option. A player we can put on either side. He's not a player you want starting if you've got any ambitions of winning a title. So no, Madueke is not a player I would want at Liverpool. I would personally drive Madueke to Liverpool for you. Yeah, well, you can keep him. We don't want him. We don't want him. 0-0 here still leaves the tie very much in the balance. But a Sporting goal. Sporting, if they can just get a 1-0 to take that back to the Emirates. Oh, the panic would set in. Believe me, the panic would set in if these started dropping. Adam says Sporting are playing a dangerous game here, inviting pressure. Declan Rice has just gone through. Is it Trincao? Who's he gone through here? Oh, he left one on him. A little bit of a dead leg there. I wouldn't want Madueke if you could get him on my club card for cheap. Creed says he can't show the game live. I don't think TNT would be too happy about that. No, they wouldn't, sadly. Kai Havertz coming on here for Martin Odegaard. I'm always puzzled as to why he puts Kai Havertz on in the 10. I think Kai Havertz is a centre-forward. It's madness to try and put him in the 10. He's not that player for me. Needs to be further forward. Doesn't do his best work. Or I mean, this is... Maybe he is playing as a centre-forward, but they've gone 4-4-2. Maybe Mikel Arteta has abandoned all defensive approach. Timbo says, it's weird how even when Arsenal are better than us, that's Chelsea, by the way, they still take our rubbish. And Madueke would be outstanding if he could actually cross a ball. He dribbles past players with ease. No, I agree. I would absolutely agree with that. I would absolutely agree with that. If there was a final ball in Noni Madueke, then yes, I absolutely think he would be a talented player. Just hasn't got that final end product, has he? He's forever just chopping back onto his inside and passing it back inside. Doesn't do it enough for me. Butch Jonah says, is that 3 subs? It is... No, Havertz has come on for Odegaard and Braganca came on for João Chimoge earlier. So that's all there's been. There's only been 2 subs. Dowman needs to come on, says S. Mason. Odegaard looks like he's been rushed back. And Dario says, because he's a 10 originally, he will move up as a shadow striker. And that opens up more space for him or Grock. I like this combo. Real Madrid 1, Bayern 2. Told you. Listen, everyone was saying, Key, why are you watching this and not Real Madrid Bayern? It's because that one, it doesn't matter what happens tonight, it's still going to be in the balance. Real Madrid are back in it. They're back in it, and it might still finish 2-2, which was my prediction anyway. Shocking there from Gabriel. Gabriel's had an absolute nightmare yet again, and Sporting have got the ball. Here we go. Get at him, lad. Get at him. It's only Arsenal. Oh, shocking. That's not a foul, ref. That's not a foul, ref. Of course it is. Gyökeres diving. Madueke is like Zaha before the penny dropped, but I don't think the penny will drop with Madueke. Oh, here we go. Gabriel has definitely... Listen, if Gabriel or Declan Rice win Player of the Year, I think it's been a fix. These two can't win it. Even if it usually does go to the title winner, but there's no way those two should be Player of the Year. The "it's only" phrase only works for Spurs, Key. Well, I know, but recently it has kind of worked for Arsenal. No mention of Barcelona. They can't be underestimated. No, listen, Barcelona's going to be a difficult one tomorrow. I still think Atleti can give them a game, you know. Real Madrid season falling apart since Jude's injury. Coincidence? Top 10 player in the world, I'm telling you. No, Jude Bellingham's not top 10 in the world. Come on, don't be silly. Let's not be silly. Declan Rice has been the best midfielder in the world this season, easily. No, he's not, mate. He's not even been the best midfielder at Arsenal. I think Zubamendi's had a better season than Rice. Rice was fantastic last season. He was sensational last season. But again, if you look at, I've said to be fair all season, I don't think he's been the same level this season. He's had to play a slightly different role. But all the numbers, all the underlying numbers tend to support Declan Rice is not in the top 10 of any meaningful metric you care to look at. He's not like top 10 for distance covered, I don't think. He's not top 10 for, successful passes, top 10 for forward passes, progressive passes, not top 10 for possession won, not top 10 for assists or goals scored or anything like that. He's not really doing enough. Darman's coming on. Carl Maynard says, wow, you mad. The work rate Rice does for us is unreal. No, and that's my point. I'm saying the work rate he does is very good and he's been okay today. He's done quite well. But what I'm saying is I don't think that's Player of the Year. I don't think it's Player of the Year, and I don't think it's the best midfielder in the world, as that was the allegation. Key Rice has been best in the league in pretty much every game he has played. That doesn't make any sense. That statement doesn't make any sense. Rice has been the best in the league in pretty much every game he has played. They can't be the best in the league in every game he has played. That doesn't make any sense. Do you think Bruno breaks the assists record? Possibly. He's taking every corner, every free kick going. So yeah, possibly. Creed this season, Rice has been average at best. I wouldn't go that far. I don't think he's been average. He has been very good. And if Arsenal win the league, he probably will win Player of the Year. I just don't think he deserves it. Who do you rate higher, Pedri or Vitinha? Vitinha. Yeah, Darman's coming on here. Max Darman for Madwecki. Trossard's gone off for Martinelli. This is going to be a bit better for Arsenal because they'll finally stretch Sporting a little bit with those two. This season, Player of the Year has to be Gabriel. See, Gabriel's got a lot of mistakes in him. Certainly more than last season as well. He scored a lot from set pieces, and I feel like that might actually be why Gabriel will win it. If Arsenal win it, it's because they've had the best defence. He's been a key part of that, and they've scored more goals from corners than any other team in Premier League history. So for that reason, Gabriel's been basically the one who's scored them all, wrestling in the box. So yeah, I think for scaffolding FC purposes, maybe Gabriel is the one that wins it. Scott, I'm not, mate. No, I won't be watching either of those games. Since the Bournemouth mistake, Gabriel has fallen off, says Harry. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Who should win the Ballon d'Or? I mean, I don't really care. Ballon d'Or's political. It's not really any merit to the Ballon d'Or. Fat O'Brien says, Rice Player of the Year. Come on, Key, be serious. I am being serious. Like I said, I don't think he will win Player of the Year. Or I don't think he should. Sorry, I don't think he should. He might well win it. If Arsenal win the league, which I expect they will, then maybe. Maybe it'll be one of Gabriel or Rice. S. Mason, what are you watching tomorrow, Key? I'm watching PSG. PSG Liverpool. This is better from Sporting. Much, much better. 78 minutes on the clock. Timbo says, the only thing I don't like is everyone acting like Rice has gone up a level at Arsenal. He was world class at West Ham, and it's just been the same for Arsenal. Yeah, he was. I think he was probably world class at West Ham. He was about the same as he is now. If Ballon d'Or was fair, Henry would have won it at least once. I think, to be honest, the Ballon d'Or usually goes to Champions League winners, European Cup winners, and Thierry Henry had to leave Arsenal to go and win a European Cup, didn't he? So, unfortunately, if he'd have gone, I think Henry would have won a European Cup if he'd have left Arsenal a little bit sooner. If he'd have left Arsenal when he should have left Arsenal, and he'd have probably had some more European Cups and a Ballon d'Or in the trophy cabinet. +90+11 goal winner. Yeah, from a set piece, no doubt. I lost all faith in the Ballon d'Or when Nedved won it. Nothing against Nedved, he just didn't deserve it. Michael Owen didn't. Michael Owen didn't deserve the Ballon d'Or, and that's from me as a Liverpool fan. Michael Owen won that on the basis that he had a very good FA Cup final and a very good World Cup for England. That was basically why he won it. He won the popular vote because he was this wonder kid emerging on the scene, and it was a popularity vote. Michael Owen was nowhere near the best striker. I don't think Owen wasn't even anywhere close to the best striker in the Prem, let alone in Europe. Never scored 20 goals in a Premier League season, Michael Owen. It shows playing for a Big Six team instantly makes you better in some people's eyes. But isn't that because, and again, without sounding like, isn't that because most people who watch football only watch the big games or their own team and the big games? Like, there's a lot of people, genuinely, there's a lot of people who won't have even known who Rice is, really. They won't have watched Rice. There'll genuinely be people out there who go, hey, I've seen one after that Rice from West Ham. They want a lot of money for him, though. I'm not sure if he's worth it. Whereas everyone else in the league who've actually watched him would have been like, yeah, he's 100 million. He's definitely worth it. He's cheap for 100 million. He's an absolute, you'll definitely get 100 million pounds worth out of him. When everyone else is, all the other players who are going for 100 million, Enzo Fernandez is 100 million. Coutinho's 104. I mean, Coutinho's a different player, but Enzo Fernandez is 100 million. Believe me, Declan Rice at 100, 105 is definitely value for money. Trent Alexander-Arnold with an assist as well in that Real Madrid game, wasn't it, for the Mbappe one? Jay, do you still think Everton aren't getting Europe, Key? Absolutely, you're not getting Europe. No chance. No chance. Timbo, that's true, Key, but Rice's best performances were against all the Big Six who were watching. He had some big games against the top six, didn't he? Wrexham 1, Southampton 4. Wrexham having their arse handed to them at the Racecourse Ground tonight. S. Mason, I want Havertz gone, Key. What do you think about him? Why do you want him gone? I mean, I know he's not scored a goal this season, but he's a very talented player, isn't he? I think if he's fit, Kai Havertz is a very, very good player, but he's just never fit. Same with Gabriel Jesus, really. I think Gabriel Jesus is Arsenal's best striker by a country mile, but he's just not really fit and doesn't stay fit long enough to build up the run of form that he needs. But he's a very good centre forward. Creed says if Liverpool beat PSG, Key is going to watch the highlights. The highlights? 3-0, you said. I did. I know I said 3-0 to Arsenal. I got it all wrong. I thought there'd be goals in this one. I thought Arsenal would... Listen, this is a great result for Sporting. This is brilliant for Sporting Lisbon. Take this. One-off game at the Emirates. They'll beat them. They'll beat them. And there's still time. Sporting. Get a ball in, lad. It's only Arsenal. Go on. Oh, pull it back. Chance. Oh, big save near post from David Raya. Oh, fuck. They're so close to getting a winner here, Sporting. I can taste it. I can feel it. I can feel it like it's right in my neck. Yes, come on. Sporting are going to win this. Sporting on a pinch it. Just feel like his time's come and gone. I loved him, but I think he should go while he's worth. Fair enough. Here we go. Ball whipped in from the corner. Headed away by Arsenal. Throw into Sporting. John, I think it's a better result for Arsenal, to be honest. They really lose at the Emirates. I think if it was an fucking hell 5-1 Southampton, Jesus Christ. I think if it was like on away goals, I so want them to bring away goals back into the Champions League. It was much better. Away goals were always a curveball. They always made the competition so much more interesting. Much better result for Arsenal. Second leg at home is not rocket science. I don't think so. I think Sporting would rather take its level and on a one-off game, can Sporting beat Arsenal? Yeah, absolutely they can. In a one-off game, can Sporting beat Arsenal? Yes. Southampton did the other day. I reckon if you'd have offered this scoreline to Sporting, they'd have taken it. Ironically, though, I also think if you'd offered this to Arteta, they'd have taken it. So Arteta's taken it, and I think the Sporting manager would have taken it. So it kind of suits both teams, and it means the second leg is delicately poised. Sporting aren't beating Arsenal in the second leg. I remember people saying that Southampton weren't beating Arsenal as well. I remember that this weekend. Chimey, Liverpool can't win without the away goals rule. That's not true. That's not true. Two-legged games are easy on paper. Don't lose the away leg and win your own game. Strike. Good save from the keeper. That's better. It's much better. Robert says, seen apparently Saeed El Mala has rejected a proposal from Newcastle over Brighton. Saeed El Mala is going to be a great talent whoever gets him. John says Arteta is petrified of attacking football. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. Absolutely fantastic view. James, I'll be here for tomorrow. PSG, can't wait. Neither can I. Looking forward to it. Arsenal become more dangerous in the final few minutes, so let's see what happens. Hey, I still think there's a killer blow at the end of this one for Sporting. Come on. Sporting have got something in them on the counter-attack. Daddy-O says, people said Wolves wouldn't beat Liverpool. But there you go. 9 times out of 10, they wouldn't. Every dog can have its day. Listen, Wolves very nearly beat Arsenal twice, didn't they? Very nearly. Should have beaten Arsenal at the Emirates. Or it should have got at least a point out of him. Deflection FC. Own goal FC. Who even is Saeed El Mala? Saeed El Mala is a German youngster who we watched in the England or in the European under-19. Was it under-19s or the under-21s? Can't remember. We watched the under-21s and the under-19s championships last year. Sporting strike. Good save. Must be. Oh, keeper has spilled it. Claim for the penalty. Oh, I tell you what. David Raya, lucky boy. So close. Oh. So close. Adam, Sporting giving their all, but Arsenal treating it like a league game. Arsenal have just treated it like any game, really. It's just been dull, hasn't it? Dull as dishwater. Raya got away with that one, mate, didn't he? Yeah, he defo got away with that one. Old Butterfingers, David Raya. Jay Herbal says the only fan base that should be watching this is an Arsenal supporter or a Sporting supporter. Sporting fan, mate. Can you not see the lights behind me? Big Sporting fan. Got Portuguese heritage. Can you not tell? Olive skinned. Daddy-O says, not lucky. Amazing save by the best goalkeeper in the world. Yeah, all right then. Of course he is. Legend FK, I'm surprised too. I'd have preferred to watch Bayern v Real Madrid without hesitation. Well, why didn't you? We're all sporting fans here, says Timbo. That's it, absolutely. Claim for the penalty on a t-shirt. Claim for the penalty. Can we get a check on that, please, sir? Chinese, great bunch of lads. Define Young. And many other great Premier League dad catchphrases. Ahmed says Saeed El Mala isn't the player who was linked with Chelsea. I didn't see something special from highlights. Well, we watched him in the tournament, the Germany under 19, Germany under 19s or Germany under 21s. I can't remember which one it was, but he was fantastic. He was the player of the tournament. Him and Pablo for Spain, who plays for Betis. Those absolutely unbelievable youngsters. They were fantastic. Arsenal are not going to lose Sporting, so don't expect surprise results. Well, you say that, but like, who's had all the best chances tonight? It's 0-0, and who's had all the best chances tonight? It's been a good game. It's not been, I mean, listen, it's been, Arsenal have done their best to make it dull as dishwater, as they do every game. But it's been a good game. I think Sporting have taken the game to Arsenal. They've hit the bar. They've had more shots on target than Arsenal. They've worked the keeper. David Raya, again, butterfingers, a little bit sloppy. Different night, could have been a goal. There's still time. Still a little bit of time here. Still time. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I've had it on time. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Innocent 12 if only it was 10. Oh, yeah. I can't remember that one. Ball in, keep him out. Oh, as if they've done it last minute. Please tell me that's offside. Please tell me that's offside. Oh, as if they've just been giving them all that stick. Oh, no. Look at Arteta. Oh, my God. Absolutely. This is absolute rip-off merchants, this. Sporting have battered these yet again. And Arsenal, last-minute Larrys. Last-minute Larrys, they've pinched it. Havertz, please tell me there's going to be a check on this one like there was the last one. Because he looked like it looked tight. It looked tight. There might be a check. There might be a check. Come on. Let's have a look. Lino's got a question mark. The Lino's got that question mark. Let's have a see. Is he offside? The line, did he step up? Ooh, could be tight. Could be tight. Let's get the lines out. Let's get the lines out. This one could be snug. Could be snug. There could be a check on this one. Let's have a look. I think there might be a VAR. Second offside of the game, maybe. Kai Havertz, £70 million, scores his first goal of the season. Come on. Cancel. Cancel. Get it cancelled. Look at the state of him giving it the Mourinho up the touchline. Giving it the Mourinho up the touchline. Fucking shocking. Goal stands. Sporting 0. Arsenal 1. Fucking ratbags. Absolute ratbags. Absolute ratbags. Oh. Come on, Sporting. Pinch a late one. Pinch a late one. There's still time. It's only Arsenal. Southampton beat these. Come on, get it in. Oh, David Raya. Again, looking nervous. He's looked nervy all night, David Raya. This ref can't wait to blow up. He's given everything to Arsenal tonight, this ref. Can't wait to blow up. Come on. Pump it in the box. Gabriel will give you something. Oh, yeah, hit it. Oh, it must be. Claim. Anything. Oh. Fucking hell, so close again. So close again. How many times? 40 seconds past the 2 minutes. Get it in the box. Stop fannying around with it. Come on. Where was this urgency for like 80 minutes? They battered him in the first half. They've come out and they've sat off. Do you know what? They don't deserve anything. Don't deserve anything. You can't be this timid against Arsenal. Southampton had a go at him, and they absolutely did him. Ball whipped in. Oh, again, right into Raya. That's going to be it. That's going to be it. Yeah, why don't these teams keep going, having a go at... Why do they go at him? Go and have a go at him. Full time. Full time. Game over. Arsenal win it late. Shocking. Shocking. Listen, lucky boys. End of the day, lucky boys. We can all move on now. They'll win the second leg because these are absolutely garbage anyway. Sporting are shocking. Let me change my colour scheme. I'm not having green. I'm not having green on there. We'll get it red for Liverpool tomorrow. I'm not having green on there. Let's get it red for the Liverpool game tomorrow. Come on, Liverpool. Let's show PSG. Listen, we'll show you how to go and have a go at PSG tomorrow. We'll show you how to go and do it. We'll go and do it for you. We beat them at the Parc des Princes last year. We're going to go and have a right go at them. A right go at them. Cheats, time wasting. Exactly, Julius. Time wasting. Time wasting. Southampton absolutely wiped the floor with these, and any self-respecting European side would have gone, right, we're going to have a go at these. We're going to have a right good go at these. A right good go at them. Look at him now. Look at him all. Hey, any chance, Gyökeres? Any chance I can get your shirt? Oh, they're all autograph hunters, these. Are any of them actually professional footballers? They're all autograph hunters. Shocking. They're all giving it to, they're all going chasing Gyökeres. Can I have your shirt, Jock? Shock. Can I have your shirt? Can you do the celebration for me? My mum loves you. Fucking... I can't be arsed with this. Right. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow for Liverpool, PSG Liverpool in the Parc des Princes, the big one, a proper game of football. I'm not going to be watching this nonsense. Proper game of football, two proper sides tomorrow. None of this fannying around with it and sitting deep and scaffolding FC. I'm not going to be doing any of that. We're going to watch a proper game of football. Proper game of football with two great teams, and they're going to have a right good go at each other, and we're going to enjoy it. And Liverpool are going to get at least a draw tomorrow. That's what we're going to get. Right. Lots of love, everyone. Thank you very much, everyone that's followed, that's commented, that's liked, that's shared, that's subscribed, all that good stuff. If you want to follow along tomorrow, if you want to watch PSG with me, then you need to click up here. You need to follow, you need to like, you need to share, you need to subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll be live tomorrow, again, same time, 7 o'clock for PSG against Liverpool, and that one's going to be very, very important. We need to get a decent result to take back to Anfield. Do you know what? I'd take a draw now. I think a draw, 1-1, that's my prediction. I'll see how I feel after I've had a sleep. And we'll see how it goes tomorrow. But I fancy us to get a result tomorrow. Stephen says, I don't think Wrexham will finish in the playoffs after getting beat 5-1. No, nor I, mate. They got smashed today, again, by Southampton. And Arsenal fans will be like, hey, that's Southampton. They're not a bad side, are they? Christ, did you see what they did to Wrexham? Phew, what a team. What a team. They beat Wrexham. They must be good. Right. Take it easy, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a nice night. Enjoy your Tuesday. Ta-ra. See you in the morning. Or see you tomorrow night. Ta-ra.